Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
Canadian Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so this is
Yes.
session 80, Cold Lands, hoping to say we're back into the main campaign. I think it's probably been close to a month since we played the campaign. Our last time we played a little one shot of the Siege of Injast with our intern Robert, who's playing Brevin tonight. Spoilers, he's playing Brevin. So quick recap of last session. I apologize, guys. I haven't done the written recap yet, so if I miss something, please chime in here. So last session, you guys were at the beginning of it. You just finished fighting off the small swarm of pods that attacked your destroyer ship. You got separated from other ships during the chaos, and then once it was all over with, you guys had lost communication with the breaker. You guys searched around through the chaos. Eventually, did find it within a huge pocket of air dominant section of chaos, and you basically saw it being strangled, held onto, grappled, whatever you want to call it, by one of those large octopus-looking creatures. You guys approached somewhat, I guess, somewhat non-threatening at first. But then someone on the destroyer, I can't remember who it was that suggested shooting one. They shot the thing and it took off away from it, like not wanting to really get in a fight with anything. The ship was completely covered in those little chaos pod things as well. You guys saw the large octopus thing before it took off. It appeared to be like catching and consuming, eating them, killing them, something before it did take off. Since then, you guys have now gotten onto the breaker. You have found looks like all kinds of spots of where something has been hit, damage, blood spots. I think lower decks you found even more concentration of spattered blood and guts and whatever all over the deck. Eventually, made your way down to the cargo hold, and that's when the shit hit the fan. A bunch of the chaos pods came out from there. Battle ensued. A couple of you guys got hit. As I recall, I think it was Toman and Professor P. I think that initially got hit with the that weird thing that will transform you or melt you basically from getting hit by one of those things. Professor P casted restoration on himself to stop it, and Toman didn't cast any spell on himself, but was able to basically make his save to keep it at bay. From there, Sylvia basically killed probably at least half of them with an insect plague she released down the cargo hold that has grown. It's up on the second deck as well. Right now, Twig is inside that plague. Sylvia's just on the edge of it. But up on the second deck, I guess maybe the third deck down, second deck down, Sylvia was making her way up, and then two more chaos pods sprung out of another room you guys hadn't checked yet. And that's where we left the last session. You guys remember anything else that I may have missed there?
No, I remember Professor P dive into the cargo hold now.
So where did we put Silith at for this? Because I did miss that session, right? I was at the wedding.
Yep, I'm basically going to swap you out with where Rasul was. So let me switch maps for you, and I'll show you guys where everybody left
You're
off.
surrounded by 20 enemies right
I
now.
was say, I'm the little guy, and then there's all the big guys. Like, welcome to prison.
Look down where Baymax and Professor P are right now. Like, scroll down one more, and how many dudes are dead around?
Jesus. What did you just like roll them like a bowling ball or what?
More or less. There was the swarms, and there was have happened.
Yeah, there was like two or three of the party that was like right here, and then they all came out swarming those two right there.
What
and
is
then
the Sorry, I
go ahead.
There's two left, but what is these yellow circles?
That's the insect plague swarm that.
That is the plague.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so she casts it down here in the target hole, but it goes around corners and around corners, so it's actually up here on this deck as well. And I'd be willing to bet there's even some of it up here as well, because it's 20-foot radius. Correct, Sylvia?
Getting eaten.
It's concentration, so she is concentrating on it as of right now, and it lasts up to 10 minutes. Also, I'll put notes over there that Toman and Professor P were still hasted. And that was the last hasting. I forget who cast it on you, but I think haste lasts for a minute. Does that sound right?
10 rounds, yep.
Okay. All right, 10 rounds. So I'm going to say I'll just say 2 rounds right now that you've been hasted. So you got 8 more. So if you're not out of combat within 8 rounds, then you're probably dead. Okay, a couple recaps as far as what areas you guys have already inspected or looked at. This entire deck you've looked. I don't think you even went. Yeah, you looked in this door. Yeah, because you killed one of them over here in this corner over here where I'm pinging. If you guys see that. I don't think you guys looked into this room at all. This
Sorry,
door.
Brian.
Yes, go ahead.
I believe I hasted the other guys, so when the insect swarm went, the haste would come down because they're both concentration spells, and I cannot maintain
All
two
right.
concentrations at once.
Good job, Sylvia. I like that. Let me get rid of the hasted note then. Boom, you're not hasted.
Shit, that's not good. Just in the future, when you end haste, it causes a round of stun, basically.
Oh, that's another good thing to
You just screwed
make note
yourself.
How did you mention that, Rand?
Why would you mention that right now? Because that means concentration is over.
Well, the insect plague's been going on for a while now. We can't reset like back 3 rounds or anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to call it make you. I'm not going to make you stun. That's fine. So she's concentrated on the insect plague, and again, so if I got you right here at the top of the stairs, that's where Usul was. So you're basically taking his place. I've updated your hit points and mana points accordingly to kind of be somewhat in line with where Usul was. So that should be good. Anything else, guys?
Oh yeah, Rand was stunned last session. Yeah, how are you doing there, man? So I met.
Oh yeah, he was.
It's okay now. Any monsters around?
Oh yeah, I was sharing with you guys.
No, you in real life.
Oh shit, dude!
You went to the hospital and everything. Remember?
I just straight up blacked out. And so I woke up in my bed, and like the clothes were just strewn all around the. I mean, Discord was still up. Roll20 was still up. All my clothes were just strewn on the floor right outside the computer. And I woke up in my bed at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I said, "What the happened?" And I felt disoriented and completely discombobulated. Couldn't remember anything. I was like, last thing I remember, I was like playing my turn in Roll20 with you guys, and then I woke up in the morning. So I actually checked myself into urgent care, and she said I was dehydrated. I've never had anything like that happen to me before. It was pretty freaky. I thought I had a stroke or something.
I think you got roofied.
Yeah, I don't think that happened. In normally, shit, I won't lie. I can 10 drinks on a non-game night, and it's not a big deal. But I had maybe 2 or 3 that whole night over the course of 4 hours. There's no way it was like alcohol related. It was. I don't know.
It almost sounds like you were just exhausted. Because like I said, I've been close to that before. Never to a point where I couldn't remember, but I've been exhausted to the point where, I finally passed out and I don't remember how I got in bed. I've done that before.
I was listening to that session back, and I recognized, like, before my turn in combat, I was fine. And then all of a sudden, that combat round, as the round progressed, I started to, like, slur a little bit. And I remember it being kind of hard to speak and hard to kind of formulate thoughts or do simple math. And then I lasted maybe, like, one more answer or roll of perception or something like that, and I was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, when it came to your turn last time, we're like, okay, I guess we lost him. But we saw you on Roll20, we saw you in Discord, so just glad you're okay, bud.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I was telling you guys about what rooms you've already inspected. So, the first floor, I don't think you guys went into this room. This doorway right here was blocked by what looked like adamantine or lead, some kind of black actual rock material. So you guys couldn't get any further into this room right here. Down on this level here, I think you guys inspected every single room. Well, the last one you went to inspect was this one, when the bad guys started coming out. Down below, I don't think you guys really inspected much. Because as soon as you went down there, you got attacked. So, Professor P, if you want to inspect some more stuff while you're down there, that's fine. But that's where we left off. And Brevin, I explained to you about where you are, correct? That's you, Robert.
Yep.
Okay. Just also to recap, you guys came on board here because of the Arbiter on the Destroyer was able to locate this, lost contact with the arbiter on here as well. So he was trying to find out what happened. Okay. Any other questions before we start on the turn order? Okay. You guys see the turn order? Just make sure it's not just me. And one person, at least tell me yes. Okay.
Just to it.
All right. So.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had mute on. I see it.
No worries. All right, so we're starting off with these guys here. They came crawling out of that room next to Sylvia, and they're going to start trying to pound upon her. So, character sheets for those dudes. Can't hit shit. I'm assuming, what, a 16 hit you, Sylvia?
A 16.
Correct.
From, yeah. Yep, correct.
Okay, I need you to take 1 point of damage, and then you need to make me a con save.
Okay, 1 point of damage and a con save.
Okay, you were struck in the leg, and you can feel like your calf starting to kind of bubble and melt at this point. So I need to give you a little token of appreciation here. That was one of them. And then the other one's going to try to hit you.
Next.
I'm assuming both of those miss.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
And that's it for their turn. Usul's not here, so we'll put Silith. You're going to be in place of Usul.
Yep, pardon me. Where's the range on the spell? Touch. Okay. So, where's my... Oop, wrong little tool. There we go, grabby. So, Twig's looking fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with Twig, right? He's not all bubbly, melty. Just
Just his face from earlier.
Just got an eye
and he's
patch.
missing some fingers, isn't he? And an eyeball.
Yeah.
And
He looks fine.
Fingers, but he still work his bow.
Alright,
He loses an arm. That's it. With Twig.
He might as well be a druid then. Go take your bear. Is any of this difficult terrain, Brian?
No, but that's a big hole that drops down to the lower deck.
Actually, every bit of that's difficult terrain.
That's insect
It's
plague.
inside the swarm.
Oh, I'm not inside the. Yeah. Do I take damage in that, or is that a? I don't know if that's one of the ones that only targets.
Sorry,
No.
I have to roll to make sure I kept my concentration on the.
With a hit.
Yeah, but you gotta roll a 1 or better.
He has to roll 1 or better. Really?
No, it's 10 or the damage. I'm just saying the damage was 1 point. I was making a joke, but it was a bad joke.
Because I didn't get it.
Yeah, no, it's staying up.
Yep.
Yeah, is that the single target? Like does it work like my what do you call it, Spirit Guardians, or is
No.
Here, I'm gonna ping it into chat.
It affects everybody. But you can't
So
pick and
still-
choose.
40-10 damage.
Twig's getting eaten alive?
Yeah, probably.
Let me just put it into chat here in a second.
Oh, the spell description.
Yeah.
Within.
Oh yeah, that would definitely hit that deck. Maybe even the deck above it.
Let's see. And that's hitting everybody.
Everybody.
That's not. It's hitting Twig and Sylvia.
It'll get Sylvia if she doesn't move.
Yeah.
So
Well, my turn
movement-
hasn't come up
It's
yet.
getting Twig regardless.
Yeah.
Twig's turn's like now.
When the area appears, each creature and creature's field save or might make the save when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn.
Oh, you can move, dude. Yeah, it ends your turn there.
Yeah, well, we'll
End your
see.
turn.
Is Silith done?
Sorry, no, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out.
Well,
20
hang on.
years.
Can I drop it as a free?
No, I'm gonna do something. I wasn't
Start
sure
thinking
what
about your first girlfriend, and boom, it's gone.
Jesus Christ.
I'll let you do the free
Wow.
action on your turn, Sylvia.
On my turn? Okay.
Yeah.
This spell is a action.
Creature must
So-
also make the saving throw when it enters a spell area for the first time.
Yeah, so going in there is gonna be absolute garbage. What is this? What is the save? It just says saving
It's a con save.
16.
DC 16.
Yeah.
16. Oh god, that's a terrible idea for me. I'm not gonna.
I found your weakness. This is perfect.
Hold on, I'm moving
Sensing
This
some
way.
payback.
this one. So I'm gonna dimension door, and boop on the other end of the ship. Is that far? Nope, wrong. 20 feet. That's my action, and that cost me. Yes,
Have you been in that room?
that's a room. These are separated.
Yep.
Seen? No, because dimension door is somewhere that you've been or couldn't see. So actually, I suppose if I haven't been,
And that door is closed. I remember that.
okay, I don't know where I have and haven't been because I'm, taking.
Because when Twig came out there, he shut that door.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I recall, Usul never even went down below. He may have got like right here on the stairs. That's as far down as he went.
Agreed.
So I've been up like where Toman is.
Correct.
Haven't been down where Dr. P is.
Correct.
Okay, and I've just been here. I have I can instead. That's a spell, right? That he's doing. I'm gonna go ahead and dispel magic with a range of 120 feet.
What level is that spell?
That is a level 3. I can cast it at higher levels, but DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
No, but it says for each any spell of 3rd level or lower. And what level is
Automatically.
it?
Yeah, what's yours?
I have to check.
Yeah.
Check play. Whoa, you're gonna be upset. It's a 5th level conjuration spell.
So if I use a spell of 5th level or higher, it would automatically end the effects of the spell equal to or less than the level of the spell spot I used. So
You cast it at 3rd level though, didn't you?
if I cast, I just clicked it, but it doesn't come up with an option to roll. You're supposed to be able to, and it doesn't say what the DC is either. Like I'm supposed to roll I haven't used this one.
10 plus the spell's
Plus
level.
the spell level. It's 15 DC. Man.
So yeah, you been drinking or something?
No. The DC for each spell or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. What is my spellcasting ability? Oh, wisdom. Duh. You mean like a wisdom roll? Is that
So
it?
Yeah.
on your
Or-
spell check, it says spell save DC and spell attack. Oh, I guess yeah. What?
Yeah, I'm like, what am I rolling against? I'm rolling against it to get a
You
15
don't-
to.
You don't know what
Kill
level
this?
spell that is because you don't have that spell, do you?
Yeah, no. So what I'm saying is what do I need to roll to see if it's successful if I cast it? I'm
Yeah.
rolling wisdom.
Is it your spell attack bonus?
That's a good
versus
question.
DC 15.
I'm not. That's what I'm not sure
I would
because
Use
my
an
spell attack
increase-
bonus is 7, so that's like 17 right there.
but it says make an ability check.
That's
using
why
your
I'm confused.
spellcasting Ability, so I think it's a wisdom.
Yeah, no. So you use so it's like if you're grappling someone, you're usually in strength to check whether you wrestle them, right? In this case, you're just using wisdom as your ability. So you need to.
Yeah, I agree because
So I need a
Correct.
15.
Bards
Yeah, okay,
get
so I need a
rolled-
wisdom check at 15.
Correct.
No. Sylvia needs to roll a wisdom check to see if you dispel her spell.
For each spell of or higher on target, make an ability check using. I
don't
make
know.
the ability
I
check.
read that as the caster
Yeah.
spell magic rolls.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
That's why I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like trying to figure out what I'm rolling. Where
Yeah,
All
Scylla
right.
throws it.
It's a wisdom check versus DC 15.
that's a hard no.
Wait. Hang on. I'm gonna use. I can't
Not your
give
turn.
that away. Hang on. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna. Okay. La.
All right. So that's it. I'm gonna move slightly. This thing isn't expanding. But that's a door shut there. So the only place I could really go is up the stairs. I'm in a corner. I'm stuck, aren't I? I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah, because
Oh,
lead
the-
into this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm gonna and that door right next to me. I can't get there without going into it. So I'm gonna chill. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here, like squished in the corner. You see, like a little lizard dude squished in the corner, trying not to get eaten by locusts.
Okay.
Documentaries.
Alright, so Scylla tries to cast a spell, it fails, and he just sits there trembling. I don't know. Like, what do I do? What do I do? He doesn't know.
There's just a massive swarm. He's like, "This is how."
So, bless you, my child, is what he's saying to Twig as he's in the middle of a bunch of locusts eating him up.
Yeah.
Twig pulls his bow out and shoots at one of those little swarmy things beside Scylla. Correct.
Oh yes. I was like, "You tell me one of those was next to me this whole time."
Just want to make sure I recap. You guys have shot these things before. You know that when they explode, bad things happen, right? Okay, just making sure. Twig doesn't care. Alright, so that definitely hits. It sinks into it, kind of shrieks back a little bit, and it changes its shape into something more of an octopus with like a bird beak on it. But it has a bolt sticking into it, but it's still alive, still whole.
Fine, he shoots it again.
This time you hit it right in its beak, and its beak kind of shrivels inside its mouth, and it turns into another mouth with fangs on it. But it is still alive.
Okay, I need to make a damn save. Because there is no place to run where you can be of any benefit.
It's not difficult terrain.
To
I
help
looked at the
Sylvia.
spell.
You
It
can't
is-
sit with me.
Never mind that arrow that you're seeing.
No, I could run back there, but
There's
I
no
wouldn't be able to help Sylvie with the other one, is the problem. So as a con,
You can always run and jump on top of that thing.
Like one of those old grenade videos.
Oh, you
what's
did
the
it.
damage?
Oh,
40-10. Go and roll it, Sylvia. It's your spell.
Ugh.
Ouch.
And it's Sylvia with the TPK.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
That didn't drop you,
Quick save,
did
where's
it?
that? No.
Okay, all right. Just
It's
making
really the
sure.
only serious hit he's gotten so far.
Oh, now he's all
Ouch,
cocky.
that hurts.
Okay. Robert?
You want me to play twin? I didn't even think about it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just not reading your last thing. Sorry. I was watching the action over here. Hold on a second, guys.
Are we playing Toman as being here or not?
Yeah, I will. I'll play Tillman.
I realized I still had access to him.
Revan, so I don't have to whisper it? Or Robert? Yes, that will still work. So
Okay, good.
if you're contemplating that, roll me initiative. And you guys thought Brevin was the good guy.
Don't
I
be
can't
doing this.
because I don't have a character to click.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
you
because it's
can
on... okay, 1 second. Let me do this.
Did someone have a squeak toy?
It's like, did everyone else hear that?
I'm just going to create a token on the layer for you. Okay, so you're now in there. Okay, let me move you into that right spot. Alright, so Tolman's turn is up. Sorry guys, I gotta send one more thing to Robert. Yeah, I like that. That's the sound the chaos pods make. That's good. I like that. Sorry, guys. I just gotta get this worked out between me and Robert here.
Sorry, it's me.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. So Tolman at the top of the stairs, he hears you guys basically screaming. So he starts to take a step down the stairs. You see Scylla standing there, and he can't do shit. He can't do shit because he can't see anything from there except for the bugs swarming around. Yeah, so he hops back up here, and he remembers how the gravity within Limbo works, and he steps off the side of the boat. 10, say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he's right about here on the outside, kind of peering in through this window. So I'll let him make an attack with disadvantage, looking through this spot here at one of the things that are attacking Sylvia. So what's he got? I think he uses. Oh yeah, he's got that fancy crossbow, doesn't he? Where is it? Oh, let's use this one. Damn! He can hit some shit. Oh shit. Uh-oh. So he hits that one.
Next to him. Attack.
And it explodes. And I gotta read what the hell this says. I think Sylvia has to make some kind of a save. DC 12 dex save. Sylvia.
Okay, quick question. If I make a save, does shield protect me again? Can I add the plus, or is it just +5 to AC for shield?
Yeah, you can cast shield. It'll raise your AC by 5.
But this is a dex save.
That's a good point. That's a dex save, so no.
Okay. All right. Okay, so don't announce what happens when I roll.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. I'm confident in my dex roll.
Okay. Right. So don't even say that you missed it? Or it missed you?
But you can say that it missed me. I was just worried that if it was low, I was gonna maybe have to do something to make that better.
Okay. Alright, so that's Tolman's turn. He's around the outside edge of that. Okay, now it's your turn, Sylvia.
Okay, this is great because I literally can do no damage to this thing, to these things. I found out. So, I guess for the good of everyone, I guess I'll just drop the swarm as my free action.
Okay.
I will say, "Bugs be gone!"
Now, just to recap, you can feel this, whatever it is hitting your leg, starting to spread up your leg. So you can use your action to kind of will this thing to stop spreading, or you can take your normal action and not worry about the spreading of it.
Sorry. So you said as a free action, I could drop my concentration on the bug swarm, right?
Correct. Are you doing that?
So I'm going to do that. I say, "Be gone, bugs."
Okay.
Gone. That's what I meant. And then I will use my skills to. What was the save to see if it stops? It was a con, right?
To stop it from spreading, it's a charisma save, which you should be
Charisma
good
save.
at.
Okay. Yeah. So when I roll, don't announce it right away because I'm going to evaluate what comes up and then make a decision.
Okay.
Just giving you the heads up. Oh. Okay. I am going to use my Tides of Chaos and get an advantage on that roll. So I'm going to roll it again. Oh shit, that's even worse. So I'm then going to spend 2 spell points to add a D4 to my 14 because I have bend luck. So I roll a D4.
All right. So can I explain it now? What happens?
Pardon?
Can I explain now what happens?
Well, it depends. Oh, it's a 15.
Oh shit! Oh great! I didn't tell you what the DC was, did I?
No, you did not.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that it's under 15. That's all I can say.
All right. So as you kind of look at awe of your leg kind of bubbling and kind of growing this weird shape going up and down your calf, you see it kind of grow and kind of migrate up your thigh, and then it goes back down towards your knee, and then it comes back up to your thigh. You're not really sure if you stopped it or not. How you like that for an answer?
That's great. So I do have to, because I use Tides of Chaos, I do have to roll a wild magic. So I'm going to roll a D20. Or no, do I have that
I should have
wild
a table
magic
for you.
roll button?
I think I've got that. Let me... Wild Magic Surge. Yeah, I see it in the rollable tables.
Okay.
Let me roll it for you. You got it.
Yeah, if you could roll it for me, because I'm not sure where it is. Other than when I cast spells, it's automated.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Flumps. Okay.
Aren't those big jellyfish thing that were kind of
Yeah.
in our dreams?
Exactly.
Yep, a bit.
So I gotta see if I even got those in my enemy log here.
Do you want me to roll the D6? Oh, it's D6 to see how many we get?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
6.
It says 0 at the bottom.
Oh, nice.
So 6 flumps appear within 60 feet of you, right?
1D6, and I only rolled a 1, so...
Okay. Alright, so... Really? I don't have flumps in here? How can I not have flumps? You guys saw them back in Shot Kit lore.
You described the flumps. I don't think we actually saw them.
Yeah, that's right. So let me just drop something random in here. One of them within 60 feet of you.
I think it looked like a giant jellyfish.
There you go. How about that? It's a giant daisy for now. Until I
There
can
you
get
go.
a flump. Alright, so you
And
guys
it's
all...
frightened of me.
It's frightened of you. Alright, so Twig, you're the first person. Well, actually, Sylvia, probably the first person. So you see this weird, like, magic just shoot out of the top of Sylvia's head. And it goes up and bounces off the wall, and then it just explodes into a bunch of sparkles above this hold that goes down to the cargo hold. And you see before you this giant, fluffy flump, just like you saw back in Shot Kit lore. It takes one look at Sylvia, and it starts to float as fast as it can over in this general direction over here.
Don't burn
that's
the
great.
ship down, Sylvia.
That's great because as it runs in that direction, so do I, making a hasty escape from this thing. So one... Oh, by the way, is my movement affected now because my leg's all gimpy, or...
Yeah, don't worry. It just bubbles a little bit.
Your speed is reduced by 5. Whatever
Okay,
your-
so I can move 5 squares then. So I can get right up next to the flump over here, and it can take the Chaos Pod can take an attack of opportunity against me if it wants.
Yep, it will.
It's gonna miss.
Ooh, I don't think it did. Did it?
Shit. No. Okay.
Alright, so another con save.
God damn it! Don't say anything again. I think I'm good.
Alright, so it reaches out and it smacks into your, what is it? Your hand this time. And you can see it start to bubble just for a second, but then it stops. But you still take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Okay, and you're no longer concentrating.
And then I scream because I see a flump in front of me that I did not know was there.
Shit. Well, at least it wasn't a giant. Was it Etten that someone brought into the battle one time?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the Sula thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. All right, Dr. P, you're
I
up,
think
buddy.
that was the night that Tegan finally died.
Oh, it was. Sorry.
Baymax, all the enemies are dead. Let's get back to the stairs. And Baymax will move here. Dr. P will move here. And as Dr. P moves, he's like pulling some shit out of his pack. He's fiddling around with the tuning rod and some sulfur and his tinder box, and he's getting this thing lit, and he cauterizes his wound when he gets to where he's going, and heals 12 hit points on himself.
That's fine. Just a point of order. Anytime you cross over those things, it is going to be difficult terrain.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I don't think you can get quite that far, but... And plus, as I recall, Baymax is still like covered in like 2 or 3 of them.
I don't remember exactly what Baymax's situation is with the gooey stuff on him.
You send him down in there, and he basically grinded himself up into a few of them, and got part of those chaos pods all over him.
Jump down. I just saying.
Okay.
I think Professor P was the first one down.
Okay. Anything else for Professor P?
Nope. They'll stop right there. They're difficult terrain.
All right. Next up is this guy. He looks around, seeing he's now outnumbered. His other friend died. He goes back into the darkness, and you guys lose sight of him. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah. Silith, give me a perception check.
Oh, come on, really? I'm so good at that one.
All right, that's
we
good.
are on a boat.
That'll work. I like that. And they get a surprise round or a advantage attack on you as they come scrolling underneath the door and reach out and kind of take a strike at your leg, Mr. Silith. And that should have more damage to it. I forgot to fix this thing. So it's 1 point of bludgeoning plus 3 points of acid, and then make me a con save if that hits. Does 18 hit you?
My AC is 18.
Okay, so half damage, and give me a con save with advantage.
Half damage of one is 0.
I know, but also 3 of acid, which didn't show up on there. So 1 point of acid damage.
Well, take
And make me a con save with advantage.
with advantage. Click advantage. Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so it kind of slaps it. It almost hits like on your boot. I guess you're wearing like steel boots or something like that. And it slams into your toe. You can feel the pressure of it on your foot, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. But it does freak you out.
How big is it?
It changes shape. It's slid underneath the door, so you saw it about an inch, and then it seems to like growing up like a balloon. And it takes a second swipe at you and misses.
I can't just boot it across the room then, basically.
You can try. You can definitely try.
I don't like the way you said that.
Okay, it took a second swipe at you and misses. And you can see it start to kind of flatten out like it's trying to go back underneath the door again. All right, Robert, you can do what we talked about if you want.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Straight up. So what's the... what are the decks?
I'm sorry?
What's the distance between the decks?
How tall? It's gotta be at least.
Each deck is probably about 8 foot tall.
All right, so I'm going to go up 1 from where I am, but I'm not going to... I'm gonna stay in the condition that I'm...
Okay. All right, so nobody else knows what's going on, but you and I do.
Right, but I want to know what I see.
You mean say it out loud to everybody, or me just whisper it, or?
Nope, you can go ahead. It's not going to last very much longer anyway.
All right. So you said 1 deck above is where you're appearing, correct?
Yeah, let me just be clear where I am. Sorry, 1 deck below. Sorry, I got my distances wrong. So one deck down. I'm going.
Okay. All right. All right. So as you reappeared one deck down. You've been in this room before. It's one of the night rooms usually, and from there the door is shut. You can hear some ruckus beyond the door of where you appear, but you don't see anything else in there other than there's like splatter of blood on the floor.
All right. And I'm gonna take my 35 in the condition that I'm in. It's halved, so I'm gonna go 10 feet, which would be to the starboard side of the boat.
Oh, great. Here we go with the sailing term. Starboard side is the left side or the right side of the ship?
Right.
Right side. Starboard's longer. Right
Okay.
is longer. Starboard's right.
All right, so metagame wise, I gotta click where we're talking about here because you appeared in this room, so you can't get to there from this room.
Oh no! I still can. I didn't appear. I just went up. I just went down.
Oh, okay, I'm with you. Sorry. Yep, you're correct. All right, so
So I'm gonna go diagonally to where you just.
okay, all right. It's good. Everybody knows where you are. Go and put your token there. You should have control over him, right? Yep. Yeah, there you go. All right. So from that vantage
And
point,
what do I see in?
that door is shut, and again, you can hear some kind of ruckus going out there. You can hear some actual humanoid shouts and stuff, which you didn't hear before. Before it was just basically these pod things attacking a bunch of Gith. So that's what you hear, but you don't see anything because that door is shut.
But I don't see anything inside the room that I'm in right now.
Yeah, other than just the storage room that it is.
Okay. This is where I will.
Okay, so that's your turn?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Silith. Silith, you there?
Is this not working? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Twig, you get your action ready?
Can you
I
hear
know
me?
what Trey's going to do, but I'm having trouble on my end, so you may have to roll it for me.
Oh, is everybody having trouble?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, that was weird. It kept my mic active on Discord, but there's just you guys couldn't hear me. I was like, this is weird. Crap. Thought you were saying it was flattening itself out again.
Yep, looks like he's flattened himself out, maybe to go back underneath the door again.
Da, 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 da. So would you consider it prone?
This is where you're going to try to kick him?
That's let's see. Where am I at here? Spell. This one. Oop. Okay, so yeah, would you consider that prone?
For the monster?
Yeah, the monster.
I know what I would think. I'm not sure that Silith would know that.
All right, well, Silith is going to. What, can I ready a defensive action? Is that a thing? What's it called?
Yeah, you can ready a dodge action if you want.
Is that a bonus action or is it an action?
It's an action.
Bonus action for rogues. It's an action for us, isn't it?
Yep, correct.
If I don't use it, I can still use other actions.
Your ready action is your action for your turn. You're going to
Whether I use it or not.
You're going to define what the trigger is for you to do whatever it is you want to trigger. So you're saying a dodge action. That is your action. You can't do that or something else.
Okay, yeah. That doesn't work then. In that case, I'm going for it. Silt is moving. 1, 2, and within range, he's gonna heal Great Restoration on Sylvia.
Aw, aren't you
with
just a nice
with
fella?
bubbling, mutating, freakish thing like cancer.
Okay. All right, so you reach down and kind of, do you touch her leg? Are you doing a, this is a touch thing, right?
It
Yeah.
says
Yep.
Yeah, I just touched shoulder. Don't have to touch the leg, just the shoulder. I ain't touching that, okay? Not happening.
So I can see Sylph like reaching like, nope, I'm not going to touch that. And she touches,
You didn't bring your latex gloves, so don't touch it.
grabs Sylph's butt. Woo! There you go. And and so you feel the bubbling in your leg kind of subside, and it kind of goes back to somewhat of a normal looking skin color. And you are no longer afflicted.
And then
Excellent.
That's action. I thought this was bonus action. Nope. It's regular action. So I am going to yeah, because my divinity is an action, right? To use my channel divinity. Actually, doesn't say.
If it doesn't say, then I'm going to say it for right now. It's a free action.
Hold on. You can use. Yeah, you can just use as a illusion. Oh nope, as an action. There it is. It's in my. I put it in my bio, not in the big text. That one says an action, and this one. Yep. So nope. I am just gonna chill right here, on the other side of the weird blobby thing.
Okay.
I'm just like a flump, and then that's it.
Yeah, you recognize it because you saw him back in Shrockit lore. Okay, that's it for Sylph's turn. Twig, you're up next.
Twig is going to fire 1 or 2 shots into that one by Silith with his bow.
I get this sneaky feeling he just wants someone else to miss an eye like he is.
No, he ain't getting near the damn things.
All right, good to see the attacks.
However, I can't currently roll.
Okay, let me do it for you.
It's
then.
my internet on my end's the problem.
Okay, so this is your short bow. And a 12, even with disadvantage, that hits. Ooh. So you watch as this bolt hits it, and you see it like, it kind of expands like it's getting ready to explode, and then it comes back together barely, but it's like dripping bits and pieces of it. It's like barely there. And I'm assuming you're going to shoot a second time, right, Twig?
Yeah, if it doesn't kill it, he shoots the second time.
So I'm guessing it wasn't prone because it's not taking extra damage.
Didn't need to take extra damage. And his second second arrow finds its mark. It explodes. I need, within 10 feet. So the door is going to protect so-and-so back behind the door. But Silith and... Yep, Silith, Flump, and Sylvia. I'll give me dex saves.
All right, don't announce it.
Don't announce it.
Don't announce if I save or not.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throws?
Correct.
You didn't need to announce it. We got this.
I did it for the Flump as well.
This poor Flump just pops into existence away from his home. Gets,
gonna-
like, shit thrown at him, exploding on him.
I'm gonna spend another 2 sorcery points and roll a d4 to see if I make it. Hey! Okay, anyways. Best I can do.
Okay,
16.
So I go back and read the thing about what it does. So hold on a second. Alright, so Silith, it explodes, and you're like almost like weirdly like a yoga pose, kind of make a C shape with your body, and it goes right by you, and it slams right into the center of the Flump. You see the Flump kind of shudder a little bit, and you can see its skin start to kind of boil and bubble on it. And Sylvia, as it all whatever explode just went right by Silith, missed you, and everything landed on the Flump. So the Flump is currently kind of shaking a little bit and starting to kind of looks like it's melting.
And then I yell, "No, Flump!"
Is this stuff wait, it's out of character? It seems like this stuff's kind of like infectious. So I'm just imagining in like a minute, this dude's gonna teleport back to his own plane and then just explode in a gooey ball, and then all the Flumps in the world or that plane are just gonna die. Like it's gonna be like zombie. We start the zombie plague. of the flumps.
Well, Silas may think that, but Silas has a way of fixing it. All right, Toman is up. Toman was walking on the outside of the ship. He'll walk around to this side and look, and he won't see anything. And then he'll step inside, look around and kind of scream what's going on. There's no more bad guys that he sees. Does anyone free action say anything to him?
Hello, Toman. I'm not there.
Alright, so that's it for Toma's turn. And Sylvia. Sylvia, did we lose you again?
Okay. No, I just had my mute on by accident. Okay. So that's those things done and dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sort of looked to everyone and said, we still haven't found what we're looking for, right? Like, no one's here. There's no bodies. Spooky.
Now, Sylvia, you remember,
Says anything-
Sylvia, there were 2 of them that attacked you originally, so you know there's still one more somewhere.
Of the chaos pods?
Yeah, when you're over here, you got attacked by 2 of them. Only one of them is dead, laying right there by the doorway, but the other one's nowhere to be found.
Oh. Guys, this would be a bad time to tell you that there might be another point to, like, down here. But I can't really do anything to them because they seem to be immune to magic, so I'm gonna ready my crossbow in case it appears and leave the action.
Okay, so you're basically
And
keeping your
take
eyes
one-
down here somewhere, correct?
Yeah, but I'm gonna take one step away from the flump in case it decides to thrash.
Okay. And the flump doesn't attack you, it just looks there like it's if you could imagine a flump crying, that's kind of what it's doing right now.
Oh, poor
Professor-
crying flumps.
Okay, Professor P.
Professor P is slowly making his way through the slud fallen foes. Baymax is having a little bit easier time of it and makes it to the stairs. Go, Baymax, see if they need help. And that is Professor P's turn.
Okay. Alright, 1 second while I switch to a different
can
layer.
Baymax do stairs?
Oh, he
Yeah.
has excellent rolling capabilities.
Oh wait, we're still on that thing where we can walk on the wall, the side of the buildings and everything, isn't it? Gravity's where we make it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
grab-
but we don't want to tell Baymax that because we had problems last time.
He was floating away. Right. You had the rope on him and he was floating away. Right, I remember. Yeah.
We used him like as some kind of massive morning star.
Alright, Professor P, give me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage. Nope.
Okay, good to know. And let me do one of these. Okay. Still, if you're the first one to notice it, you see something reach out from underneath the door where the flump is standing, and something kind of grabs a hold of a couple of his little tentacles hanging from the ground and kind of yanks on it, and one of the tentacles get pulled off, and you see it kind of
Jesus.
starting to boil up his leg a little bit as well, and the whole thing's sitting there shuddering. But you can see there's like some kind of a red tentacle-looking thing kind of wrapped up around one of the flump's tentacles that's stuck out underneath the door.
So it's just holding on to him.
Yeah, he's got a hold of him, like he's trying to pull him or drag him underneath the door.
I know flumps are friendly, right? Yeah. It's not my turn yet, though. It's not my turn.
Well, they were friendly back in Shrock lore. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, what's Brevin doing? You can hear the commotion outside.
Brevin is going to that spot, and he is going to use his action to dispel his effects.
How the hell are you doing that going through doors? Freaking ninjas.
You're going to dispel your what?
I'm going to appear,
Ah,
but it takes my action to do.
Okay. So everybody in the room will eventually notice that Brevin just kind of appears out of nothing right there. It's not the first time you've seen him disappear and reappear somewhere, but you guys are somewhat surprised to see him. So free action if you guys want to say anything at this point. Which I am assuming would be nothing then. All right, Silith, your turn.
So it's like, I'll save you. And the Flump buddy, and he's gonna dimension door him and the Flump to where does Sylph think is safe? Where's Sylph been on the ship?
You've been pretty much everywhere except for down in the hold.
Down where Presby is.
Correct. That's the only place I think you pretty much haven't been, exception of like this room. No one went in that room, and you couldn't get to the doorway here. You see where I was pinging?
So this room here is big old empty room is what it was. And this here has got a whole bunch of gift on it.
Yeah, that's your crew members from your ship that helped board this with you.
All right. I'm taking our flumpy friend. I'm unfortunately a good guy, and I can't just leave him to die. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna take him up to. You said wait, is he grappled right now? Like the way you talked about it, it ripped a tentacle off and it's holding it, or it's holding his tentacle?
Actually, it's like a couple tentacles came out. One of them kind of ripped a portion of one of the Flump's tentacles off, but the other one's got a hold of him.
So he's like grappled.
You could assume that, yes.
I'm not sure how this works in that case. It says I can take one willing.
Mm-hmm. How are you trying to talk his Flump into going with you? It's frightened of Sylvia. You can tell it's kind of.
It's frightened of Sylvia.
Yep.
But I am not Sylvia, and I am going to dimension. I'm like, come with me. I'll save you, and I'll be persuasive if you want. I can be persuasive.
Are you grabbing it? Or are you trying to talk it into going through the door with you?
It has to be within 5 feet, so I will try to bring it with.
I get that, but are you like physically grabbing it to try to pull it through the door with you, or are you just trying to talk it into going in behind you?
I'm gonna try and pull it in with.
Okay. All right. Give me a strength check real quick.
I'm also trying to convince it, like help it come in because it's grappled. Come on.
Yeah, you said you're grabbing it, so.
Yeah, I'm still convincing it. It's an 11.
Okay. All right, so you grab a hold of it. You can see there's two eyes that's pulling over its head. One of them's kind of looking over at Silith, so it's trembling. The other one's looking down at whatever it was that's attacking it. And you pull it through, and you can hear somewhat of a rip sound as another one of its tentacles come popping off as you guys both go through the dimension door.
But we are up here.
Okay, I'll move the Flump up here. Oh yeah, I was going to roll for initiative for that guy to see where he was, because he's got to make some saves. So, do this. 11. Alright, would have been his turn before yours, so... Ugh! That's not good. You see where his leg sizzle is kind of going up underneath his underside of it, and it's starting to kind of lose its levitation. You see it start kind of slump to the floor. And just it's like a heartbeat laying on the ground there. It's hurting pretty bad. Okay.
That would have happened before I dimension doored it?
It would have started to deflate, yes, before you dimension doored it. But you still could have pulled it through.
I could have. Oh well, that doesn't matter. I'm trying to save him. It's like I could have tried to save him with something else instead, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's like a heartbeat on the floor. It's pretty limp, but the heartbeat is still kind of pulsing. If it had a heart, it's still alive basically, but barely.
Right.
Like, anything else, Silith, after you dimension door through?
A lot of sexual jokes that could be said right there, Brad.
It went a little limp.
There's still hard.
Yeah.
Blood is still
Stop
coursing through.
Stop it! Stop it! Alright, so anything else after you pop through the dimension door?
No, that's really gonna be just about. Cause wait, is that an action? Casting. Oh yeah, it was an action. we're through. It's just me and the dude, and I can't do anything else at the moment.
All right,
I
Twig.
can't.
You see Brevin appear.
Twig, with his bow ready, goes back through this door to see if he can find the one that ran away.
Okay, give me a perception check once you get through there.
One sec.
Ooh, that's a very good perception check. But unfortunately, it's just sight. So you can see right here, it looks like some kind of a makeshift, I don't know, like a stove or an oven here. Back in this room, you can see a bunch of crates and barrels all over the floor. But there's no sign of the chaos pod.
Okay. Goes back out the door, and then he'll shut the door and stay there because he's out of movement.
Okay. And Tolman, he's not here. I'll have him just kind of look around, and with the guy's crossbow ready to shoot anything that comes out. Sylvia. What's Sylvia doing?
Oh, sorry. So I assume that I might have heard the flump let out a muffled cry and turn around and the flump's not there. Are the tentacles still sticking out under the door?
You would have seen whatever it was that came out from underneath the door kind of retreat back underneath the door.
Okay.
Wouldn't the tentacles that were attacking, that were attached to the flump, still be sticking out?
You can see little bits and pieces of what you're assuming is the flump, kind of on the floor there.
Okay. Then I am going to... I mean, I guess I'll take a step back and say to Brevin, you should clear that door. I got your back, and I'll ready my crossbow to pew pew it.
Okay. Professor P, you're gonna finally make it up those stairs, I bet.
Oh my God, Professor P's gonna kick the crap off his shoes that he's been stepping in to get here, but he is going to guy there. Does he pop out right at Brevin?
Correct.
All right, so Baymax is going to end up right about there with his 30 feet of movement. Professor P can probably get right about here. Anything left to kill, boys?
One went this way, P, but I can't find it.
Professor P is going to take Twig's quick response to just ready in action to kind of watch in that general direction towards Twig.
Okay.
With his short bow.
Okay, very good. One second, please. Okay, so for right now, we are basically out of initiative. But I'll finish this round since the flump has got something coming up. So Brevin, what are you doing here?
Can you show me where the flump was? Because I'm confused as to where that flump got pulled.
It was right here. And then Silith basically dimension doored it up to an upper deck. It's now up here. If you see where I'm pinging.
Oh, okay. And it was grabbed by it was grabbed by some tentacly thing before it got dimension doored.
Correct. Yeah, something reached from underneath this door and swiped at it and grabbed a hold of it and tried to pull it underneath.
All right, so I'm gonna move there, but not in front of the door, and I'm gonna hold my ready action.
Okay. And what's your trigger? When
If
you're ready
I
action. Go
If
ahead.
I see anything come out from under that door, I'm gonna shoot the crap out of it.
Okay. All right. Flump is up. It's sitting before you. It's kind of pulsing a little bit. One of its eyes is kind of laying limp on the deck. The other one's kind of barely holding itself up, looking at you, Silith. Almost like with puppy dog eye. but it doesn't move. Okay, Silith. Anything you want to do this last round before we're out of initiative?
Hey, that guy.
Okay. So you reach down and touch it somewhere. And you watch as the bubbling skin on it kind of...
I'm still holding its tentacle, so it just kind of the golden light travels along and...
Right. And the bubbling skin on it kind of stops. You can see the erratic heartbeat of it kind of slow down a little bit, like it's more of like a nice, slow breathing animal at that point. And its other eye, still laying on the deck, does turn, at least look towards you, but it doesn't raise up off the deck. I gotta look what these things... Can they even speak? I don't think they can. I think they have telepathy.
We spoke in there. Yeah, it was in the mind, I think.
Telepathically.
Right. So, as you do that, the thing looks up at you and says, I don't know where I am, but thank you. And its other eye kind of lays down on the deck. Anything else, Silith?
Do we recognize this clump? Is this the one from the town?
Okay, how do I want to do this? Is it history, or is it going to be perception? Your choice. History or perception?
You're
trying to see if you recognize this from the one in town.
Brian, are you saying all clumps look the same?
That's clumpest.
No, I'm trying to determine whether or not Silith recognizes if this is the one from the other town.
This is like a mother being able to recognize her twins, man. She knows which one's Brian and which one's David. Come
Silith, you look at this thing and you swear it looks a lot different than the other one you saw over in Shrotkit Lore. Like it's one of its eye stalks was much longer on the one back in Shrotkit Lore than this one. Okay, how's that for an answer?
Sure, it's a different one, cool. And I'm just gonna be like, we've got you. Sorry about all this.
All right, so we're now out of combat round. So back to whatever you guys want to do here. Now that you guys have been reacquainted with Brevin here, somewhat surprisingly.
So we don't know the effects of the wild magic, right?
The effects of what?
We don't know the effects of the wild magic. We just know that the flump showed up, right? Out of character, in 40 seconds, this is going to go poof and go back to his hometown.
Yeah, you don't know that, correct?
Yeah.
I'm not sure Sylvie even knows that.
Silith attempts to. The gentle term would be ask if. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm totally doing it. I'm doing it. It's he's gonna ask the flump if he's got any methods of payment for additional heal. It's like a gentle extortion.
You see one of the eye stalks kind of turn up from the deck and it's kind of like shuddering or shaking a little bit, but you don't get a response from him.
No. Well, so it's gonna kind of gently set the tentacle down, and he's like, "Well, you should be okay now, probably. Do you think you're gonna live?"
You ask him if you think he's gonna live?
The flump, yeah. Are you gonna make it?
I think so. Both his eyes kind of lay back down the deck, kind of like someone laying back, relaxing, but they're looking back away from you. Exhausted look, maybe, is probably a better term for it.
All right. Yeah, totally gonna see what's going on with the rest of the party. And what's everybody else doing?
What is everybody else doing?
So
Twig is staying by that door.
Wants to send or Dr. P, Professor P wants to send Baymax through that door and Professor P wants to go near Twig.
And I was gonna say, like, keep pointing to the door and like readying the crossbow.
So, out of character, real quick, Robert, I told you what Brevin knows about where he was, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just haven't had the opportunity to volunteer that yet.
Okay. All right.
Well, in character, Brevin doesn't volunteer a lot anyways.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Tolman's
So
going to
I'm
look around. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to see if Baymax is going to head through that door, as per Professor P, just to see if there's something.
You going to have him do that, Professor P?
Oh yeah,
Which door?
the door by Brevin. Baymax, go explore that room and kill anything inside it evil.
So you give Baymax that kind of order, he just kind of slams through the door. The door slams open in there. I guess Brevin, give me a perception at disadvantage. Same thing for Sylvia. They're the only two that can really probably see anything beyond Baymax as he bowls through the door. Sylvia, you can too. Okay. All right. So Brevin, even when it blasts, you kind of look through the door real quick because you're familiar with the ship, and you can see that that was always like a makeshift break room or dining room. You can see the furniture in there, but you see no signs of whatever it was that might have been sticking from underneath the door, or the chaos pods. You know that's what attacked the ship.
All right, so tell everybody that it's clear from what I can see.
Baymax sense any threats? He's like a dog at the airport. I mean, he's going for
He can smell if you've got sausage in your luggage.
it.
So I'm trying to figure out how to do this because you can't see through his eyes. I'd have Baymax do a perception check, but I'm like, okay, what good's that going to do? Go ahead and give me a perception check for Baymax.
Oh, interesting. He's got a good -5. He got a 6 -5, so a 1.
So imagine Baymax just kind of rolls through the door and like clumps right over the table, smashes through this door. You hear it kind of rolling around inside here.
Pete, why do you send your ball in there to destroy the furniture?
He has his uses.
Yeah, but not for finding stuff.
Oh, well.
All right, Tillman's going to run up to Brevin and kind of wrap his arms around Brevin's legs. Says, Brevin, we're so glad you're alive. We thought you were dead. Where's everybody? What happened?
So now that I've been directly asked, I'll let everybody know where the rest of the people are, and that the arbiter has cast some sort of effect that has kept everybody safe. A deck above us and the aft end of that's the back.
Okay. Tolman will respond. So that's great. That's great. Let's go get him out. I don't know if this ship can still be maneuvered, but let's go get him because we got the other ships. And he points up deck. We got the other ships all here next to you. We finally found you. We thought we lost you. Anybody else? What are you doing?
Sel's come down and he's catching this conversation with Brevin, who's all Spider-Man his way into the ship.
And
Which way? It's over here's down, right? Yeah. So.
give me a perception check as you're walking away. So
I'm walking away from the flump.
as you're walking down the stairs.
Oh, you gotta be! Don't be that guy. You're being okay. Ah.
Okay. You notice out of the corner of your eye as you start going down the stairs that the flump disappears.
Boop. Gone. All right. So this new change of plans. It comes down. Guys, you'll never believe this. The flump just disappeared. Oh, hey, Brevin, when'd you get here?
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, sure. You're big help then. Did you not notice like the things with the tentacles and the waving and the giant locusts and
I guess that'd be a no. I don't know.
I'm just gonna, realizing that he's just come down the stairs, I'm gonna pass on to him that upstairs is where the rest of the survivors are at the back end, at the rear.
All right. Well, we're all kind of gathered together again now, aren't we? That's everybody that's here today. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So we're all gathered up. Now let's. What are we doing?
Fetch the passengers. I'll go signal the ships to pull in closer.
Have we cleared that room that Twig's kind of garden and that Professor P has a short bow?
Well, I didn't see anything in there. I mean, I looked really good, but there's nothing in there, P. It went in there, but I don't know where it's at. Maybe it's in a barrel.
Maybe some six.
There was one that went into the forward end of the cabin too that just sort of disappeared.
Yeah, that's the one Twig went looking for and didn't find.
Back here and back by Baymax. Brevin, why don't you check Baymax's room? He's not the best at finding things.
Yet you keep sending him in.
He'll roll over the enemies and rats and other creatures.
Except for these creatures explode when you kill them.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. I tend not to like to go up and close when it comes to that kind of thing. I like to stay at a little bit of a distance. I'm a little bit more effective.
You don't just kick the door open and go in.
The door's smashed, from what I understand.
Yeah, rolled over
Oh, I suppose if Baymax opened the door for you, yeah.
with his critical miss roll of the door hit.
But even with that critical miss in the time that we've been having this conversation, if he'd found anything that was evil, we would hear him start to do little mashing.
Yeah, Baymax is just kind of rolling around inside there like a bowling ball inside of a glass aquarium cage or something. Just you hear all kinds of cracking and crashing in there. Again, Brevin, you got a full view of it. You don't see any sign of the pod in that room as Baymax keeps rolling over and over all of the rubble that's now all over the floor and the walls. You can see it start to kind of make cracks into the floor, cracks into the walls. It's beating the shit out of it.
So I'm gonna ask Professor P to have Baymax stop doing what he's doing. There's nothing in there.
Professor P will acknowledge and call Baymax over.
And I'm going to head up deck and go let everybody know in the back end of the ship that it's clear and that they can come.
Professor P's kind of like stuck here looking at where he leaped down into a horde of enemies.
All the Chaos Pod guts that are down there?
Yes, he is
As
tremendous.
Twig walks by, he shoves Professor P.
Okay, give me a strength versus opposed strength or athletics.
Not enough to knock him over, but enough to make him have to catch his balance.
Oh, okay. All right, so I don't need to roll for that. Unless Dr. P wants to counter it with something.
Oh, and he acrobated it.
So you're not sure if he was serious about it or not.
He takes it lightheartedly, half tempted to just follow through.
So, Brevin, how are you proposing to, I guess, contact or get back to your friends?
Well, I'm gonna bang on the door and call out and say, "Hey, it's all clear. You guys can come."
All right, and after a few moments pass, you see the rock materials over the door kind of start to kind of melt away. And after about 30 seconds, you see the familiar face of Embleson, along with the crew that is left, and the lone arbiter, and one of the crew. Embleson kind of slowly sticks his head out and embraces you with his typical Gith handshake. And says, what was all the commotion we heard out here?
I'm going to pass on what I know, that the rest of that there's a couple of ships pulled up alongside of us. They came looking for us. The chaos pods have all been destroyed, and the rest of the group is downstairs, downstairs.
Okay, very good. And you turn to the arbiter, basically the captain of the ship, kind of, give him a nod. And the arbiter comes slowly walking out. You see him kind of close his eyes a little bit. And he turns to both Immelson and Brevin and says, I still sense there's two within the ship, down in the hold.
Can he sense down the hold at the bottom of the ship?
Correct.
All right, I'm going to head downstairs and let the rest of the group know that, and thank Twig for not actually pushing.
I just didn't shove hard enough.
All right, so as you guys are doing that, the arbiter and Immelson are kind of making a walk of the ship to kind of take a look at some of the damage and stuff that's been inflicted upon the ship as it kind of drifted out of the control of the arbiter while he was inside that barricaded room. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Twig's headed to the main deck.
Brian, I'm sorry. I can't help but laugh when we thought that the ball sacks were the poles that we were supposed to use.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do what?
These things. We thought they were the poles that were supposed to be used. And we're like,
You're
okay,
like,
ball sack
and
poles.
the log poles are nearby, and we all thought that these little balls.
That was when we were doing that trial thing. Yeah, I remember that. Frig. Oh, that was nice.
All right, fine. I'll have to change them to a different icon moving forward, so you don't lose it when you envision a ball sack.
Grab a pole.
Like, which end do you grab it by? The
And
ball
like,
sack end, or
three
like the
of us
pole end
moved
and swing
towards
the
the
ball?
ball sacks, which we all assumed were the poles.
All right, so back to the game. Twig, you go up deck, and you can see the other ships are all kind of set up next to the breaker, keeping it from drifting, keeping it out of the expanding chaos, beyond. Kind of brought it back towards the center of this air dominant pocket within the chaos itself. And a couple of the giths right there will greet you as you come up, and I'm assuming, are you going to share with them what you found, or?
Yeah, fill him in that we've located the remaining crew, and we've cleaned up most of the chaos pods. We think there may be a few more on the ship, though.
Okay. Not that you see him kind of shout something back in Gith, and a couple other new members come aboard the ship, and they've got some of those the ball sack implementation tools coming on board, and they go below deck to kind of help you guys look and try to find the last ones as well.
As they pass, Twig goes, arrows work better.
And they kind of shake their head a little bit as they go down with their ball sack tools.
He gives a three-fingered wave as they go by.
All right, so they're gonna make their way down.
So let's going back up. He's like, I left the flump guy right here, and he just disappeared. Anyone see him?
You could still make out like some of the slime and stuff of where the thing was like laying there, but again, no sign of the flump.
They're just pushing the shit out the windows, right? Isn't that the idea? Just get it off the ship.
Well, these if you recall, these little tools they've got, it's kind of like a box on the end of a long pole that kind of is like a mouth that'll try to close around it.
It's like
So,
a
yeah.
claw.
Yeah,
Like a
like
little key to it.
yeah. So they come walking downstairs, and Brevin, you speak Gith, so you understand what they're asking, but they're asking to point in the direction of where they think the things are. Matter of fact, the arbiter would probably walk down behind them and continue to kind of sense and point them in the direction of where they sense them. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Twig staying on the main deck.
Okay.
I'll go with the gift to just make sure that they get exterminated.
Okay. All right, so the Gith are going to drop down below deck as well. Arbiter's going to go with them. Arbiter continue kind of points to them about what direction to go, and they both kind of make a beeline this way. Brevin, you say you're down there with them?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so as you're watching, you see that one of them kind of approach one of these barrels over back in the back with his 10-foot pole, and he kind of takes his the claw and kind of wraps it around one of the barrels, and then turns around and starts walking out this direction towards you with the barrel out in front of him. Oops, if I can get the right one.
I'll get out of his way.
And unless anyone tries to stop him or ask him a question, he's going to keep making his way up top. As the Arbiter is kind of walking behind him. You can see the Arbiter kind of holding out one hand, doing something.
He's got that freaking pole. I'm staying the hell away.
He eventually gets like on the top deck over here with it. And you watch him kind of take the pole and everything, kind of heave it off to the side towards the chaos. And it floats probably about 30, 40 feet out. And then the claw kind of relaxes, and you see the pod come out, and then it just kind of disappears off into the distance. So if you guys want to take a pod shot at it while it's flying away, ha! Pod shot, get it? You can.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
Holy shit.
Twig did.
All right, how many points does that one have left? Let me do this then.
Oh, Twig first.
Yeah, both those hit. You guys see that both of the bolts or crossbows hit it, sinks into it. Both of those magical.
Yeah.
Twig, is yours magical? It's not, is it?
Nope.
Okay. And I probably screwed up earlier. So you both of them hit it. You see it kind of spin in place, but it continues to kind of exit away towards the chaos beyond. Still hold.
Are we able to take our extra shot at it, or no?
It was about 100 feet away from the chaos beyond. So yeah, I really can get 2 shots at it if you want. Ooh, but your short bow is 80 feet. Yeah, I'll say within that your second turn is still within 80 feet. So you hit it a second time.
It with 320s, it's long range.
Right, I'm just saying whether it's disadvantage or not. Whether it's beyond the 80 is what I'm saying. So you hit it anyway. But that one was not magical. So Twig hits it. And you shot again as well, Professor P, or not?
Oh, yeah. 18 damage, buddy.
And you watch as it just explodes off into the nothing and then disappears into the fire abyss beyond. Arbiter goes back down, comes back up, does pretty much the exact same thing with this second Arbiter as he tosses it out there. And we'll just say, for brevity's sake, you guys take pod shots at it and it explodes off in the distance as well. Alright, so the Arbiter kind of thanks each one of you. You guys haven't met this Arbiter before, I don't think. Nope, you didn't meet the other Arbiters of other ships. This Arbiter is Arbiter Feeman. Introduced himself in common to you guys. And between he and Brevin and Immelson, they kind of share with you guys what happened during the attack. That just like you guys, they were assailed by this swarm of chaos pods. By the looks and the battle that you guys have fought on this thing up to this point, you can tell they got hit a lot harder than you guys. As I recall, I think the destroyer got hit with like maybe 8 at the most of these pods, and the skiff like had maybe 4. Does that sound about right, guys?
I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot less. So basically, they got bombarded with a shit ton of these things, and most of the crew got hit and either killed, destroyed, or hell, for all they know, some of them could have succumb to this, whatever this disease is that causes them to kind of melt away and turn into one of these damn things.
Dude, we fought a lot more than 4 of these pods. Or are we on the destroyer?
Like on the skiff? The small ship. I think there was only like 3 or 4 of them on the big ship. Yeah, there was like almost like 8, 10 maybe at the most. But it wasn't as many as it was on here. And the Arbiter will kind of share with you guys that although the ship did take considerable damage, not just from the attack of the pods, but also from the damn giant massive spawn that was basically created these giant holes in the side. You guys went from the last session. You saw these giant, basically holes in the side of the hull of the ship that were created by this giant thing when it started to feed upon these chaos pods. So the Arbiter tells you that he thinks he can probably get the ship up and running again shortly. He's about tapped out as far as his magic capabilities, but you think within the hour they can get this ship to where it's capable of moving somewhat like it's supposed to. Anybody have any questions, comments, anything? What are you doing at this point?
So I don't think I was there for that stuff actually, so that's why I don't have any input.
Go.
What's that, Professor P?
How close are we? Does Professor P have any inkling in the plane of limbo, where, like, how close we are to our destination? Or, I mean, I know we're teaming up with the destroyer and stuff like that, and these other ships, but I mean, how far off is our end?
So just to recap, before you guys took off, I think it was either Brevin or the original Arbiter, Arbiter Baruch, on the ship that you guys were on, the destroyer, said it was probably like a 6 to 8 hour, I guess, sail, whatever you want to call it, to get to the military outpost. That was the original reason this whole, I guess, convoy of ships was heading to the military outpost to kind of do a replenishment of ships. And then from there, they were going to decide whether or not they want to take a more fast, more stealthy skiff the rest of the way to the spawning stone, or if we wanted to stay on one of the more massive destroyers. But they were going to take the second leg of their journey to the spawning stone from the military outpost.
So are we about 2 hours of the 6 on the way there, or are we closer than that?
The Arbiter shared you're probably about 4 hours away from the military outpost. And from there, no one was... They could give you an estimate. They said anywhere from 10 to 24 hours away from the spawning stone, since they don't travel there hardly ever, for obvious reasons. They're kind of unsure about how long that journey will take.
Okay.
All right, so you guys want to like hang around and help them kind of do repairs on the ship? You want to head back to the destroyer? What do you guys want to do next?
Still with his butt tired, a little ragged. He's gonna be talking to the what do you call it? The what's his face? Immelsen. He's like the captain, right? The military captain.
Immelsen is the guy you guys met when you first went to the Citadel underneath the ground by Yeshamar. He's the one that kind of led you guys to Shrotkit lore, along with Brevin.
Yeah, isn't he like our escort to get to the thing though? The outpost?
No, this entire armada of ships was your escort to get to the military outpost. But yeah,
yeah. Sorry, he's like the captain of the guy they arranged it, I thought when they sent us off.
Yeah, he's kind of like the captain of that little monastery thing when you guys first went underground.
Yeah. So Silas he's right next to Immelsen, and Silas gonna be like, where can we get someplace to rest that's not gonna like eat us or turn us into some sort of cancerous blobs, or it's just gonna like a pleading look on his face.
Immelsen will kind of look at you somewhat frowning a little bit, says, well, I wouldn't recommend staying on here. There's going to be a lot of noise of other fixed stuff. You're more welcome to head back to the destroyer or one of the skiffs if you want to rest there. Plenty of room there. But we'll probably be here another hour or so just making repairs before we move on.
So that sounds great. Give me a room, a nice, safe room on the destroyer.
Okay. And then Immelsen will kind of direct you to one of the Gith grunts to kind of escort you over to the ship. Again, they're all kind of moored to the side here.
Yeah.
So go and place yourself over here if you're going to head to the destroyer. That's pretty much for anybody here. What are the rest of you guys doing? Professor P? You staying on board, or you going to the destroyer with the rest of them?
He's sleeping on the deck, apparently.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the chat.
Oh, yeah, he kind of fell asleep thinking we were all staying on this, but if the ship's going in the same direction,
Are any of you guys going to wake Professor P up as you're walking off the ship?
Twig thinks about it.
I'll
Decides not to.
give Professor P a little nudge with my foot.
Professor P rolls over, is snoring, sleep talking. Oh no, not now.
For the sake, for the sake of keeping the group together, I'll follow the group.
Okay. And so will Immelson as well. Everybody else that's here will stay here. I'll go ahead and put Tom over as well. Alright, so I'm going to move back to the other map of the destroyer just for right now. Hopefully I've got all you guys there. Which one was it? Sorry, it's been a month. Gotta get the right map of where we were. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, I have not done maintenance on this map, so you may still see bad guys. Don't freak out. They're not really there. But this is the main ship where you guys were before. This is the destroyer as I shift click over here. And then the skiff is over to the right of that.
Yeah, that's where Twig heads.
Yeah, and the skiffs have room for, well, technically 4 cabins comfortably, whereas the destroyer has more of like barracks type of establishments, with the exception of a few nicer rooms for like the knights of the crew.
Twig could care less about a cabin. He's going to find a place on the deck and curl up.
Okay. So guys, go ahead and move yourself to whatever ship you are, and then I'll kind of figure out where we go from there.
I'll leave it the way it is.
Am I missing anybody's token on the screen? Everybody got their token here?
Where'd you put mine?
I'm looking for
Looking for Silith.
Silith is
Brevin?
in the,
I think
light
Silith
room.
was down near the hold, as I recall, in the destroyer. Yeah, here's Silith right here. Let me shift click for you.
And Sylvia. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, Diddy's still on there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. This is this one. Right. Been a while.
All right, I got Brevin on there. Are you on there, Brevin?
Nope, can't find me.
Oh, that's right, because you were on the breaker. That's why you were on this map. So let me drop you in here as you can.
Just switch him and Diddy.
No, I'll put Brevin on here. That's fine. I'm going to drop you right in the middle of the destroyer. I'll put you right there. Okay, everybody else is in there? Alright, so like I said before, I'm going to shift click to show you guys some of this area over here where I'm clicking now. That's kind of like the captain and the knight's quarters, but they will offer it up to you guys since you just got done having a battle. These over here are for more of like the commanders, more private rooms, as opposed to the barrack style that's way over here in this section. I'm assuming everybody's wanting to take a short rest to regain their stuff.
That's what Soul's doing, yeah.
Yeah, Brevin's up for that.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and take your short rest if you want. Regain whatever you need to regain. Roll your hit dice if you want to.
Say, how much can we regain again?
No, short rest, you have to roll your hit dice.
What about spell points? Mana points.
So make sure you mark that on your character sheet that you used up 2 of your hit dice.
Got it.
Guys, let me know when you're done with that. And go and place yourself wherever you're taking your rest, please.
Oh, that's still the GM. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I need to get rid of all those tentacles on the front of the ship. That would have expired by now. Sorry, Professor P.
I don't mind.
Oh, they must be on a different layer. I can't delete them.
I was curious how to delete them too. I think you drew them though.
I can't even grab them. Oh, well, screw it. They're going to stay there for right now.
Oops, I'm drawing squares on there now.
Twig, you sleeping on the deck?
Yep.
Dr. P, you sleeping on the deck as well?
Professor P will go down to one of these rooms. Baymax, guard Twig.
Okay. So, Twig, if you're taking a short rest, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, give me a con check, please. Okay, good enough. I was going to say, because there's a lot of racket going on the ship right next to you being repaired, so that'd been a difficult spot to try to rest. Silith, where are you resting
Twig
at?
doesn't care.
I asked for a room. So a nicely protected room. I'll go back and this is fine, yeah? Oh, this is a storage room. These
Yeah.
are the actual rooms, right?
Yep.
Maybe like I'll take a slightly bigger room. That's nice. That's nice.
Okay. Alright, so you guys all take your short rest. You got your hit dice, got stuff back you're supposed to get back. And once you guys are only taking like an hour rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So those
Twig
of you
just taking a nap.
So for those of you that have forgotten or it's been a while, remember your mana, you get 1/8 of your mana back after an hour rest. So if you need to do the math on that, go ahead. Let me know when you guys are done.
Got it.
How much mana do we get back?
1/8 of whatever your max is.
I found some spare parts while I was sleeping.
Okay, everybody done updating their sheets? Anybody need more time?
Yeah, I'm good.
You found spare parts, and meanwhile you look at the next time they try and do like one of those grabby pole things, it just collapses in their hand and the pod falls on them.
Alright, so
Meanwhile, Presby's like,
during the course of the hour, whether you sleep, whether you just sit there and kind of rest or mend your wounds, whatever, you guys eventually feel the gentle tug of the ships as they start to move again after about an hour. You guys no longer hear the sound of banging hammers or whatever it was before when they were making repairs in the breaker, but you guys can all feel the ship kind of making its way, moving forward again. And nobody comes to rouse you. They're kind of letting you take as long a rest you want, so it's up to you guys whether you want to emerge from your rooms for any reason. Just let me know, otherwise they're going to continue on this path. You guys pretty much staying put?
Yeah, Twig's just gonna hang out on the deck, so.
Okay. Sorry, I just can't keep my map big enough to see what everybody's doing here.
I'm gonna stay in the back here with Brevin. I guess we're in separate areas. I thought that was like kind of one big mess hall.
No.
But yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Alright, anybody that's on deck, which right now I'm assuming that's just Professor P and Twig. You guys will notice that unlike last time when the skiff kind of moved out in front and then would come back, you guys would lose, vision of all the ships. This time all the ships seem to be staying in close proximity of each other where you can see each other. I mean, occasionally one of the other skiffs will kind of go out into the chaos just a little bit, but it's brief. It's like no more than like a minute before it comes back. It's no longer those long, 10, 15, 20 minute going out beyond to kind of range and then come back. Everything's staying pretty much closer together. As you continue to watch this, the bubbles around your ships that kind of go into the chaos of boulders and water or fire, lightning, wind, whatever it is, you still maintain this air-dominant pocket or globe around each of the ships. They continue to move forward for the next 2 or 3 hours.
Nice.
Okay. A few hours into it, you guys still staying in your rooms? You guys gonna make any emergence from there?
Phil is asleep.
Sleeping some more?
Yeah.
Brevin's going to head up to the top deck.
Okay. So again, 2 more hours have passed. So you can add 2/8 of your mana back for those that were still resting. That's why I asked. If you guys have to full, then just let me know. And I'll stop asking or telling you that.
I'm 1 point away from full, so there you go.
Okay. All right. So 2 hours pass, and at this point, Immelzen will probably approach one of you guys. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Immelzen is on the destroyer. I don't think I dropped him in, did I? You guys don't see Immelzen anywhere, do you?
Don't
Nope.
see him.
Okay, there. I just dropped him in there then. Wasn't sure if I dropped him or not. So he's up here. Who's on this deck? Oh, Brevon's the only one. So he's actually going to approach you, Brevon, first. And he tells you that they're anywhere from 2 to 3 hours probably away from the outpost. So they're taking a little bit slower approach this time, and the arbiters are reaching out with their senses to kind of be better prepared or to avoid any sense of these things again. He'll share with you, Brevon, since he's having a conversation with you, that these chaos pods being this far out or this close to Shrocket Lore is a real rare occurrence. Not really sure why or how these things are coming out here, but after talking with some of the crew, again, I can't remember if you were, no, you weren't with us for that last session, I don't think, Robert, so I'm going to fill you in. So during the Chaos Pod attack, there were sightings of those giant spawn things kind of reaching out from the abyss, grabbing at these things. And even seeing those things was very, very odd. It's been, 20, 30 years since anybody from Shrocket Lore has even caught sight of those giant octopus-looking things. So the whole thing of these things being out and relatively close to Shrocket Lore is somewhat alarming. I'll give you a chance to respond or ask questions if you want there, Brevon.
No, I don't think I have any questions. But I'm more than happy to sort of go down and let Sylvia know if Immelson wants to let the other guys know.
Okay. Yeah, Emerson will nod his head and say, "Okay, I can. I'll share with the other folks if the rest of the crew haven't already at this point." Okay, so go ahead and move yourself if you want to go down and find Sylvia and have that conversation. If you want to roleplay that, that's fine. If you just want to kind of paraphrase that you shared what Emerson just shared with you.
Yeah, I'll just paraphrase it.
Okay. Okay, Sylvia, anything you want to have conversation about on that, or?
No, I think that's pretty clear so far.
Okay. So again, over the course of the next hour or so, either Emmelsden or the rest of the crew will share with you guys the same concerns about those things. So if any of you guys want to ask questions or dig deeper on that, now's your chance.
What do you mean it's rare?
You saying that to the fact of the Chaos Pods, or just all of it in general?
In general.
And I'll say it's Emmelsden that kind of approached you on as well and says, "Well, it's just we've been sailing these seas for years now, and to have sightings like this, again, it hasn't happened this close to us ever. So it just seems odd to me that this would happen. Well, maybe it shouldn't seem odd. I gotta ask this out of character question. Didn't one of you guys share that you thought that one of you guys are being scryed on by the Slotty? I think it might have been Usul. Do you guys recall that?
Silith was potentially being scribed.
Silith knew that? Or metagame-wise, Silith knew that? What do you mean by that?
No, Silith knew that because we knew when we got hit that it was potential.
Okay. Yeah, because there was one point when you guys had the battle, I think in Mucklestones, is where it drew blood on several of you guys, and someone shared with you that's one good way for someone to be able to scry
It was the green
upon.
one. He was laughing, and then he ran away with our blood.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Amazon will have that conversation with the group and say, well, I'm assuming that, well, I don't know if these Chaos Pods are in league with the Slotty, but it just seems like a very convenient.
They have to.
Go ahead.
they have to make a save against, because we're aware of the fact that they can scry on us.
Mhm.
Every time they have to scry on us, we get to make a save against it.
Correct.
So we can tell them. Well, I'm asleep, so never mind. I won't go into that right now.
Okay.
Silith is sleeping. Metagame wise, Silith would have said, "Hey, something's trying to spy on us." If I like caught it.
Right. And for those of you that attempted that save, you would know about it. The rest of you, the group, would not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have not been here for the sessions. I don't know if I supposedly did that save or not.
I would have told you if you did.
Okay, good.
Okay. All right. So Twig, after that conversation, anything else you want to add or ask?
No.
Okay. All right. So nobody else is going to do anything else. A couple more hours will pass. I'm assuming that's enough to fill everybody's mana all the way back up. So we'll assume that. If you wanted to roll any more hit dice, you could have. It's up to you guys. Just make sure you mark it on your character sheets.
Are we
And after-
figuring like a long rest, Brian, or just multiple short rests?
4-hour short rests.
Yeah, they said it was like 4 to 6 hours to reach a military outpost, and at this point, there's been 4 hours. Okay. All right, so another hour passes, and some of the crew will start kind of looking somewhat anxiously off the side of the ship. During the course of these next 4 to 6 hours, you guys would have understood, or maybe some of the Gith would have shared with you about how the communication works within the ship. The Arbiter has the power to telepathically speak to all of his crew members. It's a Gith thing, basically. So as they're moving around something, he can kind of reach out telepathically to some of the crew. And so you see the Gith starting to look around somewhat anxiously off the deck after about 4 hours into your ship here, into your trip. And then the ship, the big bubble of it's going through all this fire section of the elemental chaos. And then you see as the ship emerges into another air pocket. And everybody that's on the deck, go ahead and... The next 4 hours, if any of you guys want to move to the deck, go and move yourself to the deck. If you're going to stay down below, stay there. But here's your opportunity to move to the deck if you want to.
Having seen everything that Sylvia's seen, she's going to sort of stay below deck.
Okay. Okay. All right, Brevin, are you staying below deck or are you going above deck?
No, I'll stick with Sylvia.
Okay. Who else? Anybody else under deck? Everybody else up top? Okay, everybody's up. All right, so those of you on the deck, you'll see as the ship approaches, you can see the chaos fire kind of melt away as you guys enter into a giant globe or area of air dominant field. And the first thing you see within your sight is you can see somewhat of I can't tell if it's wood or stone or some other kind of hard material, a little island floating, but there are pockets of flames all over it. You can see several of these astral ships kind of drifting out into the open air dominant pocket as well that are burning or in pieces or whatever. And there before you is the military outpost of Karamoons that is burning. And let me
On
switch
fire.
to another map. What was your question?
It's on fire.
Yeah, so this is basically what you guys see. Let me do a shift click for you guys. And I'll say you guys are approaching from the upper right hand corner. That's the direction you guys are approaching from. I've got 3 ships over here just kind of as a placeholder for what ship you could be on. And there are more ships that are out here in the Astral Sea as well that are actually on fire and burning as well. But from this vantage point where you are when you first enter, it's too far away for you to kind of see anything on the island itself. You're probably roughly 600, 700, 800 feet away. But all you can see is just smoke and fire throughout the area. Again, and the plane of chaos, again, the relative gravity, so the smoke is just kind of erupting from all different angles along the island as it kind of rolls out into the air dominant area over there. Everyone give me a wisdom check real quick.
Except Self, who's sleeping.
Yeah, if Sil's still sleeping, then yes, that's correct. Not Silith.
Is there a ruckus now or not yet?
Anybody that's on deck, just give me a wisdom check. Sorry. Should have clarified that.
So no Brevin, no Sylvia.
Right. So it still leaves who else? Someone else is on deck, aren't they? Just you two? That's it?
Toman, was Toman on deck with your control and Toman?
Oh, yeah, I'll do one for him offline. Okay. All right, so Professor P, it seems strange to you. Do you understand how the arbiters can keep the chaos at bay? But the fact that this city is still within a air dominant pocket, even though it's on fire, that seems odd to you. I mean, someone must still be controlling this area. So take that with whatever that's about all you know with a 13. Okay, so the crew start getting excited, and we see them kind of rushing around to kind of secure things. Some of them grabbing weapons or whatever. But most of the ships kind of start making a beeline for the open dock right about here. Everything else has got burning ships upon the docks. And you guys do anything different? You're just going to kind of go along with the ship.
Yeah, Twig's going with the ship.
Can we tell there's a bit of an increased activity from where we are below deck?
Yeah, if you're below deck, I mean, one of the crew will come around knocking on the doors and telling everybody to get ready that something's going on with the military outpost.
All right, so I'm going to head up top deck.
Okay. All right, so as I recall, let me separate it up. Most of you guys are on the destroyer here, and this is the skiff over here. So kind of just move your icons over there just so I can keep track of who's where, if you don't mind. So Silith, Sylvia, I think Toman was on the destroyer.
Destroyer?
I think I'll say Usul
P
was on
and
the
Twig were on
destroyer.
the.
Diddy was on the destroyer. Okay, Sylvia?
Yeah.
I'm going to move your token over here by the destroyer, just so I can keep track of where everybody is.
Okay.
And that's where Emma's in as well. Alright, so you guys all start kind of approaching. Some of the ships kind of fan out a little bit. As you guys get a little bit closer, I'll say, you guys want to do anything before you get to within 100 feet? Speak up now if you are.
I'm going to stab Twig with the dart and stab myself.
Just a random dart, or?
I'm going to wait till we get a little bit closer, but Professor P's getting these two little adrenaline darts ready, and he's looking for as soon as Twig checked out that fire, and he's going to get him in the neck.
All right, so just so you know, the skiffs move about, I think it was like 80 feet per round. That's at full speed. So you know that when you're within 100, you can probably get there within the next round. So it's up to you whether or not you want to try to stab Twig or not.
Yeah, he wants to try to stab. He's going to stab himself on the sly. But secondly, he wants to trick Twig into looking at something cool and then stab him.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand versus.
Oh my God, Professor P! Come on, now's your chance to shine.
Versus perception for Twig. Can you even beat a 24, Twig? Okay.
With his one eye.
Yeah, Professor B's like, look over there. Yeah, Twig's got to really concentrate with his one eye. And Professor B kind of stabs him in the neck. So
he feels immediately faster.
So this is your haste thing?
Yeah.
And
as soon as he hears it, Twig reaches around and slaps P.
Are you going to try to... Go ahead.
Professor P is just always drugging people. Like, I don't want to see him in a tavern.
Professor P, you going to like try to avoid getting slapped or anything, or you just going to take it?
Hey, I hasted myself first.
Whatever. So yeah, he takes a swing at you. You
Quit
miss it.
sticking me with crap.
Oh, I'm doing the super strong man little icon. I don't know what the haste icon is.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that for you guys. I'll just make a little color to remind me. I can see that a lot better than the little icons anyway. So I make it red for haste.
All right, just so you know, red is also Professor P's got the fire resist.
Red for the flash.
Okay, so I'll change it from red to. Okay, there you go. You get to be pink. How about that for hasted?
Yes.
All right, so you guys are all within about roughly 100 feet at this point.
Brevin's going to cast haste on himself as well.
Having a haste party.
Y'all
Okay.
gonna look like a bunch of junkies at the end of this when it wears off.
Okay. All right, so 100 feet away. Everyone can give me perception checks if you're kind of keeping an eye out on the deck and the area, whatever.
That's your ranger, folks.
Okay, at this point, I'm assuming everybody's on deck, so everyone can give me a perception check.
I got the spinning ball of death, so I'm not even sure what I rolled.
I don't see anything on the screen yet. Let me roll it for you.
No, I think things just caught up. Let's see.
There it goes.
Okay, Scylla, you even going to try, or are you still sleeping?
Still
Can-
sleeping unless there's a racket enough to wake him up yet.
No, they would have woken you up. Like I said, I said to
Okay.
Brevin a while ago, they would come around, kind of woke you guys up, kind of tell you what's going on, what's been sighted. So go ahead and give me a perception check as well, then.
Ooh, boy. You know how good he is at this? He is this good.
Damn. Okay, yeah. So Professor P, Sylvia, and Scylla. As you guys get within
And
100
Twig,
feet,
right?
Twig, you can't. You're in a spot on the ship where you can't even see over the
Yeah,
deck at this point.
I don't know what's going on.
What? You guys okay? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
What
I
were
think
you
it's something personal. I think it's
Shit,
something personal
maybe
for
I just
Rand.
can't hear anything. I see everybody else.
It's Rand. Yeah, Rand lost his mic. Hold on.
Okay, 1 second. What the hell? 60 up? Alright,
Yeah, I can hear everything.
let's give Rand a second.
He's back
I'm
now.
back in. I don't know what the hell happened.
It happened to me earlier.
Everybody's mic light up at one time and like couldn't hear.
Alright, so you can hear now, Rand?
Yeah, I'm perfect.
Okay. Alright, so Twig can't see over the deck. He's got a spot where just he can't see. He's looking at everybody else looking over the deck. Professor P, Sylvia, and Scylla. From this vantage point, you can see looks like dead Gith all over the deck of this island. You can't see anything moving on the deck, but you see all kinds of the fires and stuff. You can see spots that looks like it's been damaged by fire, by ice, by something. There's just all kinds of chaos going on the ship, and you see nothing alive and moving as you guys approach. But eventually, all the ships will move up into this general area over here and kind of dock up next to these walkways here. Anything you guys want to do as you're approaching?
I mean, I'm kind of curious why we want to try to really dock with something that's flaming on fire in the limbo plane.
That's the direction the
Well,
ships
we
are
were
going.
headed.
We don't really have a choice. We're on the ship. The ship is going. Unless you want to jump off.
Yeah, but there's something weird going on here because for that flame to still be going, but us still be in the sphere of air, there's something going on here. That's not just there was.
Yeah, it's not just flames floating out in space. These are flames that are actually stuff that's burning. This little floating city is actually burning. The ships are burning, along with all the other damage you guys can see from this vantage point that has happened to this thing. It's been struck by all kinds of elemental damage throughout it, but the fire stuff, it's still kind of brewing and growing in spots.
I don't know, man. Is there any way we can jump on the breaker from here, or the destroyer from here, and like leave the skiff away from the burning docks, just so that we always have at least one means of transport?
I mean, you can try to have that communication with your arbiter, your crew, if you just want to kind of jump off the ship towards the island and not really dock. That's your call. That's why I asked if you do anything else as the ships are approaching the docks.
Just rope monkey our way over.
You still have those that wing set I gave you?
Yeah, why?
Let's jump. Save the skiff and tell it not to dock.
Gravity's what we make of it here. Why do we need wings?
Well, in case gravity screws you up.
He doesn't trust gravity.
Again, out of character, it is relative gravity, so you can jump off the ship and then change your relative gravity to the island, but it's still, for every 10 feet you fall, there's still that damage.
I know. I'm just
Okay.
wanting to twig if Pino.
Okay.
That.
Alright, so
Yeah.
Professor P, Twig, is that what you guys are doing? Or Professor P doing on your own, or what's your plan?
Twig
Professor
stayed
P
on the
straight up
ship.
leaps off, man. He's got his little ring of Altheum or whatever it is. He goes for it.
Pete,
Okay.
that's not too late.
He redirects his gravity to the island, and when the ship gets closer, he's gonna light down.
Okay.
First, yes, like don't dock the skiff.
Okay, what about the other ship? The guys on the other ship? You guys just waiting for the ship to dock? Are you guys gonna do anything crazy like jump off the ship?
No, I'm more than happy to wait for the ship to.
Okay. Alright, so let me switch maps one more time since you guys are docking. And I think it's going to be this one here. Let's see if I got it right. So yeah, so basically this area right in here is where the ship is going to dock. I don't think I've dropped any of your characters in, so you guys can do it yourself. You want me to do it? You guys let me know.
Twig didn't leave the ship,
I'm
so
confused.
Yeah, but I'm going to say at this point, the ship is docked right here.
And then Professor P leaps off.
I'm going to cover what Professor P does in a second. But everybody else that's on the ship, just go ahead and place yourself over in this general area over here.
Where'd you move our tokens?
That's what I say. Do you need me to
I
grab your
was here,
token?
I'm not.
Or do you got it?
Yeah, I was here. Now I'm not.
he changed maps.
That's. It looks like. It's zoomed in. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's zoomed in. Need
I
me
was
to
like,
grab your?
it's-
Do you need me to grab your
Yeah.
guy? Okay. Anybody else need me to grab theirs? I'm here, so I'm just going to do it. Professor P's already there. I need to grab Sylvia. I need to grab... I'm going to leave Toman out. I'm going to leave Dittmeyer out for right now. Am I missing anybody? I think I am, aren't I? Dr. P.
No, you got me.
Got Twig. Got Sylvia. I got Silith. That's everybody. And Brevin's there. Alright, so Dr. P, you jump off and you're using your ring of Altheum, which is basically a flying thing. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's like boots of flying, fly speed, for 2 hours or something a day.
Okay. Alright, so depending on how close you are, the ship would come probably within this area right here. No, he's still going to go up there, but you jump off roughly about right here. So go ahead and move yourself however far you can get from there with your boots and your hasted self.
Shit, yeah, I forgot about the hasted.
Yeah, let me put the tokens
25
back on you.
feet, so 50 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I did pretty good.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna rule that Dr. P makes it on deck before you guys do, because the ship have to pull up, kind of slow down, get on the docks, and you guys offload. So, Dr. P, you land on here first. And how's Baymax getting there?
With the loud, resounding crunch.
He just jumped off?
Well, it follows me. Come on, Baymax.
Alright, so hold on a second. Baymax goes rolling off the side of the ship as you jump off. You kind of float your way down, but Baymax kind of screams past you as gravity takes hold, and he takes 21 points of bludgeoning damage as he crashes into the side of the wall over here, which probably isn't shit for him, but he took some damage.
Something keeps happening because, like, before we jump, Professor P had like a 20 armor class. Baymax had like 188 hit points.
Yeah, I'm still seeing you with 20 armor class.
I'm soon.
Really?
You looking at this one right here?
Wrong sheets, wrong tokens.
Oh shoot! I was looking at Baymax. All right, 160 out of his 200. Oh well, never mind.
All right, so Dr. P, you're the first one to kind of land. As you land in that spot right there, you can see the building right in front of you is kind of on fire. You can see kind of off to your left a little bit. You can see a dead Gith there. It's got like part of his right arm and torso is kind of like burnt to a crisp. Got blood all over him. You can see a few more bodies kind of over in this general direction over here as well. Look like Gith as well that are lying motionless on the floor. Anything you want to do before the rest of the group search the board?
Professor P's going to smack himself in the forehead and wish that he had left Baymax on the ship because he doesn't know how he's going to get back.
Okay. But you're free to move now if you want. I'm gonna let you go before they get here.
Yeah. Does he hear any sounds? Anyone like screaming? Anyone not dead that might be out? That kind of thing.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that shit. All right, so let me look around where you are, about what you hear. From this standpoint, all you hear is the sound of crackling wood burning. It's actually pretty loud right here next to you, and this ship over here is like half engulfed in flame as well, more like 3/4 of it. So now all you hear is the sound of roaring flame. I'll give you one more action or movement before the other group gets off the ship.
With that perception, can I kind of track where they're docking, where they're landing, just so I can kind of plan my rendezvous point?
Yeah, from this vantage point, you're up higher. You can see these guys down here kind of starting to kind of get the ship moored in place, and some of the guys are just jumping off using the relative gravity to kind of jump down onto the docks.
Okay. I'll stay there for right now.
Okay. All right, so the rest of you can offload here at this point. Pretty much seeing the same thing that Professor P seeing from this vantage point. There will be like a couple stairs that kind of lead up to this upper section over here.
Moving in.
Yep.
I'm going to regroup with Professor P and around the small crater that Baymax left.
Yeah, the crater that Baymax left's kind of like over in this general direction. And as you guys are getting off the ship, there's crew and everything else coming with you. I'm just not going to drop in, the 50 different tokens in here, but they're all offloading of the ship onto the island here as well, and kind of spreading out a little bit. But as you guys make your way up, you're seeing the same thing. You see there's signs of fight. You can see bloody footprints. You can see the dead Gith that are laying all over the place. Some of the buildings have been destroyed, like smashed with like boulders, something like that. Matter of fact, there's like some random boulders and stuff that are laying within the deck around you as well. But just like this place has been pummeled by something. What do you guys want to do?
Baymax, is that a dent?
It rolls affirmatively.
Are any of the arbiters near us?
Arbiters will stay on the ship, but there's plenty of the crew all around you as well. Emmelzen will be off the ship as well, running next to you. Let me drop him in there.
Out of character, the arbiters would be able to tell us some of what went on now that they're here, wouldn't they?
They can't see into the past, if that's what you're...
No, but they can like talk
No,
to
but
each
they
other.
could. Yeah, they could tell us what's currently going on. If there's any survivors in the area, if they can sense any baddies around.
Yeah, they can sense movement within their little bubble around their ships, but that's going to be limited to roughly 30 to 60 feet off the edge of their ship.
But no, sorry, past that though. I thought they had to the arbiters could telepathically connect to each other, and there'd be like an arbiter or multiple arbiters on this / the other ships, right?
They can use a
That's
sending
what I mean.
spell. They can use a sending spell that they have limited number of to go long distances. But this telepathic thing that he was doing on the ship, that was like at will, but it's only within a certain range.
Okay, I thought like once they just had the kind of a network with the what was the Menegar,
Mhm.
and they could all kind of just talk to each other. Is that only in the city?
No, the Minyar Ag is all powerful. He can have contact with anybody, anywhere, on any plane. That's a Gith.
Okay, I thought that was like a network that they were all kind of like a hive mind kind of thing. I got that wrong.
No, the Minyar Ag can speak to anybody. Everybody else has used the sending spells. Unless they're within like that 30, 60 foot range, they have that telepathic thing where the arbiters do. Okay, does that answer your questions? Okay, let me drop Emmels in there in case you got questions. He's going to be kind of running around with you guys. Again, there's crew running all over the place, and you'll see that several of the crew are kind of running in this general direction, kind of towards the center of the island. And as you guys are running aboard, matter of fact, Brevin Emmels then will share to you if you wait for him, since you're hasted. You can probably outrun him, even though he is a monk. He'll share to you that the center of the island is where the island arbiter resides, and that's where all the crew are kind of making their way that direction.
All right, I'm going to share it with the rest of the group that let's head to the center, and hopefully we'll find some people that can tell us what's going on.
Okay. Brevin Emmelson and the crew are heading in this general direction. As you guys run, over here, you see there's basically big walls. There's not like a gateway to get through there. But he's basically making his way over to this general gate over here, if you guys see over here. Along with the crew. And as you guys are running through, you're seeing more of the dead bodies. You can see drag marks, bloody footprints all over the place, charred marks.
Cool. So it's just back here, slowly huffing and puffing his way behind you. Stopping to see the scenery. No, he's not. He's sucking wind through his asshole.
The gate here, sorry, where Emmelson kind of is leading you guys to, you can see the gates themselves have been kind of bashed open. You can see claw marks, burn marks, maybe acid or some other kind of elemental damage to it, where the gate here has been pretty much breached. Which kind of makes sense. There's actually more than just 3 bodies here. This is probably more like about 20 or 30 Gith bodies on each side of this gate. Looks like there was some kind of a struggle or a fight to maybe keep this gate shut. You guys keep on moving? Or you got any questions, anything else you're doing?
Yeah, I'm following Emmelson.
Okay. Emmelson and the rest of the crew are kind of making their way towards this central building up here. Emmelson will kind of stop probably about 20, 30 feet from the building here and kind of take a peruse, look around the area. You guys can all give me a perception check if you want. That 19 is your new one, right, Professor P? The 25 was that previous one, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Again, as you guys look around, you still don't see any movement, anything that's alive. All you see is the dead bodies kind of strewn all over the place. And anyone who got me a 15 or higher in their perception, give me a wisdom check as well.
Take the first one. It was lagging.
Yep. Now, wisdom check. Is your check different than a save as far as the bonus, Brevin?
I think it probably is. Hold on.
So, Professor P, you can give me a wisdom check as well, because you rolled over a 15.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Y'all dumb.
Okay. Yeah, you guys don't see anything? And Brevin let me roll for him.
Expected a high wisdom from a guy who jumped off a ship and still waiting for it to dock.
Yeah. So Emmelson kind of holds up a hand and says, This is not right. It's too quiet. There's no reason for this still to be air dominant and be this quiet. The Arbiter must still be alive inside. And he makes a beeline for inside here. At this point, I'm going to kind of metagame this, that it's probably been 5 rounds just to run up here, just for you guys that are on haste. And unless you guys would have ran out ahead of the group, then it's...
Yeah, we ran up here 3 rounds ago, Brian. Just joking.
How would you know where you're going is what my point is. So you're 5 rounds into your haste. So keep track of that. And then you see Emil's going to kind of make his way up to a gate section up here in this middle. Anything you guys want to do before you follow Emilson into this building?
Hurry up, Emilson!
Okay. I got to switch to one more map. So let me do this. I'm going to move all you guys together
it's
just
gonna
so I can grab you.
Yeah, just
And just so that we're clear, there are other crew members that are with us too, right?
Correct. Yes, it's not just you guys. So is everybody in this general spot here? Silith, you're up here too? Let me grab everybody.
So just don't actually move him in for like a. Well, I won't start moving for a bit because I'm way behind.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to move to another map and drop you guys in here. That's why I had to put you guys on the same spot. So I'll just randomly drop you in here for now. Make sure I don't put you inside a building. That would be bad on my part. All right, that'll work. I think that's everybody. Let me switch the maps. All right, so I'm going to do a shift click where you guys are. And this right here is basically the front door where Emil's in.
There's no light.
You got, it's a wall.
The place is on fire and there's no light.
No, those are walls. You just can't see through the walls. That's why it's black.
No, I can't see anything. The whole screen is black.
Are you guys like that?
No,
I
I can see.
Let me check your token. Make sure I put has sight. Yeah, you got sight. That's weird. Okay, let me redrop your
Like,
token.
I don't even see the other tokens. I just see myself.
Well, I'm gonna delete your token. I'm gonna redrop you to see if that fixes it. So hold on one second. Characters, Silith.
Man, I've had some gnarly...
Nope, I got nothing. I'm looking at a black screen.
What the hell? Let me click off has sight. Has sight.
Put like a torch on me or something and see if it does anything. Yeah, it's a torch shows up radius, so I don't know what's going on. I'm in like darkness for some reason.
Okay, everyone else can see fine?
I'm in darkness too, but I can see because I have a torch. I can see the effect on it.
Because you have a torch. What do you mean?
I can see the drop off of my vision.
Okay, that's weird.
So there's a torch or night vision effect active on us, and for some reason it's because we should be able to see pretty much the whole way through, just not inside the rooms. We should be able to see open areas.
Yeah, let me go check yours. How about now?
Anybody else have a circle?
Better.
Okay. Anybody else having trouble seeing?
No, my vision is perfectly clear. All for my entire.
Okay. All right.
And maybe mine is kind of messed up. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's like being at the eye doctor. I have to see you switch it first before I know.
Here's this. Can you? So see where I just picked?
Yeah.
Is that black?
That's better right there.
Okay.
Like it's
I don't know what happened there.
I had like a 5-foot torch before,
and now you have like a 20-foot torch.
and now I have like a 60-foot.
Yeah. So I've got a 45-foot, 50-foot radius is what I have right now.
Yeah, that's about what I have. I can see you just at the edge of my.
All right, it's probably a DM screw up, guys. I probably set this up for fog or something like that. But as long as you guys can see 60 feet, that's all you need to see.
Yeah, we can see that about that far, and then dim up to here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I can see. About
Okay.
6 feet and then dim light for another 10 or 15.
All right, that'll work for now. If it needs to be on that, just let me know, and I'll fix it. I don't want to go through everybody's and try to fix it right now. So
It's got to be something with a layer.
Emerson's making a beeline toward this door right here. Give me your general marching order of how you guys are going about this.
Professor P, bow in hand, shooting over top of Baymax if hostiles appear.
Okay. So one more round to get to
President
here.
Poe,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
ready.
Okay. All right. So Emil's gonna kind of run up to the door here. He kind of looks at you guys like you guys ready? You ready? And he kind of pushes on the door really hard, and it's going to open up, swing inwards. I gotta go and open up this door, so you guys should be able to see in there. Oop, switch to the right layer, Brian. You guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he'll run in first, and then start screaming something in Gith. So I guess Brevin, you're the only one that recognizes it. Let me know if you want me to whisper to what it is, or if you don't care at this point.
No, you can tell.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper it to you.
Twig hangs back in the hallway.
Oh, I spelled that incorrectly, but you know what I mean. Anybody else joining, or are you guys staying outside?
Silith was not hasted, so I'm keeping him back for another round worth of movement.
I'm going to pass on to the group that he's calling out for the Arbiter.
I'm gonna sort of follow up in the rear.
Okay. So go and feel free to.
Since I was not hasted.
That's fine. So is that how far everybody's going in this round?
That's where Twig's waiting.
Okay. All right. So let me kind of describe what everybody sees. So first, Sylvia. From your standpoint, all you can really see is over Twig's head. You can see Brevin kind of standing in the doorway, and you can barely make out what looks like a column right in the middle of it. And you can see Emil's in beyond that, but you really can't see any signs of danger. Twig, pretty much the same thing from your vantage point as well. You can see a little bit more of the room. The room is lit up. There's torches along the side. Hopefully the vision and I've got the actual room set up correctly for that. Brevin, you got a full width of this. You can see the room beyond. There's a door off to your left that's closed. You can see somewhat of a courtyard with some pillars right down the center of it off to the right as well, with some, looks like maybe a sitting area or something farther off to the right, and a large pool right in the center. Dr. P, you see the same thing, but you also see right here. Now, I got to ask out of character question, because I can't remember if you saw this before or not. When you guys were on the breaker, and you walked by the room where the Arbiter was basically barricaded inside, did you see the material that he had formed to create that barricade, Dr. P?
I don't remember.
Do you guys remember if Dr. P went by that area?
When I knocked on the door, is that the area that you...
Correct.
I think I was the only one there at the point.
Okay, but you guys passed by it earlier in one of the other sessions. You actually went by and you saw it, and then you kept on going. So here's what I'll do. I rolled a 6 for Professor P. So no, you haven't seen that before, but Brevin, you recognize that as that same material that you guys saw from the barricade on the ship as well. Oh, what the hell is that? Everybody okay? Was that a sneeze from somebody?
Sorry, I had a sneeze.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mute my
like
mic.
30 minutes solid.
Okay. All right. All right, guys can move yourself one more round if you want. Amazon is going to move up to that wall.
Phil's making it to the door, panting and wheezing.
And the rest of the Gith folks are kind of coming inside the room as well, next to you guys. They're starting to fan out over into this side room. One of them will walk up. Actually, a couple of them come open this door right here. Let me go open that up. And as I recall, this is an open doorway right here. Again, some of you guys, I'm clicking on the wrong freaking layer, sorry. Some of you guys should be able to see this open doorway right here as well, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so Emma's going to start pounding on that rock cellar right there and screaming for the Arbiter. You know this, Brevin. Everyone else just hear him screaming something in Gith. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Twig's kind of standing in the corner, covering the room, part of the room he can see with his bow.
Okay. Anybody else?
Where's the screaming coming from?
Immelzen, this guy right here, is screaming for the Arbiter and pounding on that rock wall right in front of him.
Brevin has got his back to Emilson, and he's just sort of covering through that open door that you can see in the bottom left.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to roll another round as pass. We're now on round 7 of the haste.
Syl's coming in. Oh, there's a shut. Oh, there we go. I was like, I can't get through the door.
Alright, so after another few seconds pass, you guys watch as this rock wall right here starts to kind of melt away and disappear. Let me get rid of this if I can, without deleting everything, hopefully. And as it melts away, those of you next, well, anyone who can see, you see what you see in there. There's several Gith. You can see a hooded figure back here, which most of you guys have seen him before, signifies him as an Arbiter, standing next to a Warrior Knight. And then the hooded figure kind of holds up one hand, and kind of with a very weak, kind of somewhat strained voice, says to Brevin and Immels, anybody in Gith, is what he's speaking. Says, "Brethren, so glad you're here. We almost fell, but we were able to drive them back at the last moment. Tell me, what news do you have from beyond?"
Is Immelsen going to share his share sort of the history of the trip?
The history of what?
Of the trip here?
Yeah, he will if you're not going to. I was giving you the opportunity to kind of do that. But if not, yeah, Immelsen will kind of start to kind of... Go ahead.
I think it's better if Immelsen does, simply because I physically out of character.
Okay, no problem. So Immelsen will start to kind of share the story about how they were on their way here with the replacement ships and got bombarded by the Chaos Pod storm of what happened. And then just basically everything that happened. He'll explain to them in Gith, so unless you understand Gith, you have no idea what's being said. So Brevin's the only one who understands this at this point. And the Arbiter and the other Gith will kind of shake and nod their head and share that something similar happened to them as well. But it was a much stronger, much larger Chaos Pod storm that came crashing down here. And Immelsen will kind of turn and start to explain to everybody else within the room that doesn't speak Gith about what the Arbiter just shared with everybody. Anybody care to respond or ask any other questions?
Syl's still way at the back, so...
Okay, so Sylph, you don't hear any of this.
Nope.
Where are the foes to kill?
Not everything needs killed, P.
And the hooded figure will kind of start speaking in broken common at this point, because he understands what Professor P just said. Says, "We assumed they were still outside. Until we heard Immelsen's voice, we thought we were just surrounded, and I was cut off from the Minyar Ag. I could not reach out. He could not reach me. I could not call for help. We thought we were dead. Thank Zerthaman. You all arrived in time." And he kind of holds out a hand to Immelsen. First, look like a hug, a handshake, you're not really sure. And Amazon will approach and kind of embrace the Arbiter at this point. And now I need everybody to roll initiative.
You.
Because Dr. P and Brevin will see this. I'm not sure if Sylvia noticed this, but as Immelzen embraces the Arbiter kind of just falls to the ground. And this warrior right here is going to try to stab Immelzen, or strike him down with his greatsword.
Which one? The Gith Grunt?
This one right here, right next to Immelzen.
The warrior.
Oh shit, I think I left your initiatives in here from last round.
Nope, we just rolled those.
Yeah, but I still see him from that. Twig, you didn't roll a 23, did you?
No, I rolled a 4.
He'll take the 23 though.
And Sylvia did not roll a 21, did she?
21 there for something last time.
No. No, just in my thing, it stays up there unless I wipe them out. Dr. P, did you roll a 17? No, you did not. Brevin rolled a 8. Silith rolled a 5. Alright, so I think everything else is good here. Make sure I
Toman?
got everybody in there once. Toman's not here. I'm going to let you guys do this without him.
Okay.
If he shows up in the next session, then I'll bring him back in. Alright, so I need to do it for the bad guys, though.
Told him to get his ass here. He must not have been able to get away from work.
Oh yeah, those guys. Sorry, I just gotta make sure I get everybody. I'm bad about rolling this and then I don't get all of them. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, so we've reached the almost 3-hour mark. If you guys want, we can kind of go through maybe at least a round, see how far we get. Otherwise, I may call this in the middle of the combat. Would you guys rather do it in the middle, or go ahead and call it now? You guys tell me.
I'm not feeling like passing out. Let's go.
How's the rest of you guys doing?
I need to shoot at least one arrow in this game.
Alright, just making sure, because this combat probably will take close to an hour. So, alright, we'll see how far we get. I'll ask again at in a half hour from now. You guys cool with that?
Fine.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so top of the order. Oh, I got Silith in her twice. No, I don't. Yeah, I do.
Uh-oh, the guy seeking the killing is first.
Oh, darn. I'm so upset about that. But shitty DM doesn't have the character sheet up, so hold on one second, please. He is... which one is he? He's the warrior, right? Yeah.
We've had some experience with being duped in various planes of existence.
Duped? What are you saying?
We were at that gate, and those people came over there like, yeah, we'll help you, and then, like, shanked us.
Yeah. And yet you guys just walked right in. I like that about you. And there... oh, crap, I gotta set the GM. He he gets advantage on those, so I gotta do it one more time. And this time I won't. I'll make it public. Ooh, okay, so the second one hits him. Oh, no, it doesn't. He's got some pretty damn good dex base there. So he kind of sidesteps both of them. He swings twice wide at Immelzen. And Immelzen kind of freaks out and drops the Arbiter to the ground. The Arbiter kind of falls like a shell of a man on the ground there. And he turns and holds his hands up in his monk typical stance. Did I roll initiative for Immelzen?
Nope, not yet.
We don't see it on the table.
See, I always miss somebody. Of course, now I get a 20.
Yeah, Emilson is just going to push.
Yeah.
Alright, so that works out well. But Warrior had surprise attack, so he did that first. Then Immelzen attacks. So Immelzen will wham bam, thank you ma'am. If I got his thing up here. Holy shit. Yeah, both those hit. So 11 and another 12, 23 points of damage. He slams into the guy twice with his fist. You see him kind of reel back a little bit, but he's still standing. And now the warrior gets to go again, because that was a surprise round the first time. And he's going to try it 2 more times, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah. The first one's better. 14. That's his turn. Sylvia. You can hear the commotion. You can barely see it through all the doors, but they're quite a bit of ways.
Okay. I'm going to move up. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to there. And is this warrior? Do I recognize that as one of ours, or did it just happen to?
Give me a perception to see if you saw him swing at Emmelston.
Do you want me to do it at disadvantage because I was so far away?
Yep, probably so. Now, even with the 15, you saw there was a struggle there, and you saw Emmelston kind of bounce back, like hitting him again. You're not sure if it's a playful thing, but they're definitely striking at each other.
Okay, I'm gonna let off a firebolt at that.
All right, let's see it.
Firebolt to fireball.
Critical. Ugh.
16. Unfortunately, you see him kind of like Neo Matrix this thing, kind of lean back a little bit, and it goes flying by. And barely misses this guy, but slams into the wall back behind you guys.
If I yelled surprise, do I get advantage on it?
No.
Oh, damn.
You
Okay.
have to add motherfucker to it.
Oh, that's the key.
Anything else from Sylvia?
No, that's it.
Okay. Alright, so this guy is up. Wah! So he can kind of jump around, bounce off his hands, back on his feet. Runs up over here to Professor P. And he tries to wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, Professor P's got a 22 armor class right now, buddy. Bring it.
So, where is it at?
Oh, yeah. 22 comes in handy.
And then he's going to stay engaged with you. Move on this side. And he's going to take one final swing at Brevin. This guy can't hit the broadside of a freaking barn. And then he steps back into a...
that missed.
Yeah, I kind of figured. He steps back into a familiar stance. For those of you who've seen Monks before, metagame-wise, he took patient defense. And the other one is going to run up here to Emmelston and try to repeat the same thing. Wow. And the third one, I can't hit the broadside of a freaking barn either. And he too takes the same stance. Dr. P, you're up next.
Baymax, go distract that warrior for me. So Baymax is going to move over and kind of like provide a distraction, combative help action for Professor P's attack against the warrior.
Okay. Let's see it.
We're going to sharpshoot this one. So, oh shit, that's only a 15 to hit, Brian.
No. He kind of again dodges out of the way.
Oh, we got two more coming. Oh my god.
It's even worse, right?
Yeah. All right, last, come on. Oh, work you damn tool. I got 17. Is the best I can do.
And that one, you see him kind of raise a hand up and kind of deflect part of it. Part of it kind of shatters and goes into his arm. Gets half damage on that. But he knocks most of it out of the way.
Oh my God, 17 half, whatever it is.
Yep. I did it. Anything else for Professor P?
He feels like a loser. No, his turn is over.
Feels.
Is.
There you go.
So that's it for Dr. P?
That's it.
Alright, so Brevin, before you go, hold on a second. I gotta look something up. If I can find his character sheet. Sorry, I should have had this open. I got too many damn things to keep open. Damn it, where the hell did I put him? Alright, so go and take your turn while I'm looking up trying to find his freaking character sheet. Go ahead, Brevin.
All right. So Brevin is going to distance strike teleport 10 feet away. And then with his first attack, which includes his Planner Warrior ability, he is going to hit. He's going to aim at the warrior.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Alright, so I gotta look this up. Okay, so that's both of those or just one of them?
No, that's both of those. So he gets the. So he's got the original damage from the actual ability itself, which is the original 15 plus 8. All of the damage is force damage for this attack, so that's his. That's what he actually got, and then the second one is the actual Planner Warrior extra damage that he got on that too.
Okay. 1 second, please. While I do my math about what happens here.
And then because they were crits, that's why they're both 15s.
Alright, so
Plus
you
8 and plus 9.
guys, all those in the room, watch as Brevin steps aside and lets loose of his bow, and it hits him square right between the eyes. You see it kind of just, his head snaps back, and you see him like getting ready to fall, and then he transforms into something that looks like this.
Slotty-esque. Yeah. Yeah, is that what you want to say, Brian?
I just gotta figure out the damage that carries over. So that was 30, 47 total, right?
yeah.
Alright, so this guy's, well, I just can get rid of him. So it's that much. Oh shit, math. And then, Alright, so you see him kind of like he's getting ready to fall back, and then he just stands back up, and he's now this giant hulking red mass in front of you that some of you, all of you, have probably seen before. Your next move, Brevin?
All right. So the next move is going to be another teleport, which is going to be to here, 10 feet, and he's going to lay another arrow into.
Pep, don't click that.
If you're doing that teleport thing, where he disappears and reappears,
Yeah.
it can't. All the attacks can't be on the same one. It's got to be a different enemy each time.
Even after
No,
you
it's got to be.
transform?
It's got to be a total of 3 enemies, and I've got 4 attacks. So, that's fine. I'll aim that one then at the monk. This monk.
Okay, he's going to have a little bonus to his AC, but it doesn't matter with a freaking 30. Alright, so he takes that. Oh yeah, patient defense, that's at disadvantage. So it'd be a 19. It still hits him. He takes an arrow, kind of rears back a little bit in pain. Is that it for Brevin, or more?
Attack number 3 is going to move another 10 feet. He's going to hit the monk in the south end.
Okay, you're not moving, you're doing that teleport thing, right?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure. Hit which one? I'm sorry, ping which one you're shooting? Okay. Another bonus. He had patient defense, bonus to his AC. Okay, that one does miss. You see him kind of deflect it as it comes towards you. Ooh, I forgot about deflecting. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. He catches the arrow, and he flings it back towards you. Does a 16? A 16 probably doesn't hit you, right?
Nope.
Okay. That's it.
And then for my last attack, which is the hasted attack, I'm going to hit the sled again.
What's his AC? He just takes it and kind of just turns at you and kind of growls as some saliva kind of pours out the outside of his mouth. Anything else for Brevin?
And I'm happy where I am. I'm not going to move. I'm happy where
Okay.
Hold on, that might not be true. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to move to the opposite end.
So when you up here, you're up some stairs, and at the top is got a door that's shut. So how are you getting back down here?
How high are those stairs?
It's 5'10". I'd say it's roughly 15 feet to right here.
7 1/4 inches per ride. Pretty standard.
I'll stay at the top of the stairs then. I'm happy there.
Okay. All right. So next one is the grunt. Hold on. Give me another minute. I gotta try to find that guy's freaking character sheet that you guys, metagame wise, don't see. Just can't remember how I put the damn freaking sheets. Sorry, guys. I should have had this shit out before we started. If I can't find them, then that's good for you and bad for me. Alright, screw it. I can't find it. Alright, so these guys are up next. So this guy is going to run up the stairs here to Brevin. And he's going to try to say hello to you, but this guy's just a grunt, so he's probably not going to do shit to you. This guy right here.
Those are both misses.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because he sucks. But he'll stay right there. This guy is going to somewhat look at this giant contraption here, not recognizing it as anything of danger. And he's going to run right by it. Does it have reactions? I forget, Professor P.
Yeah, it would have a reaction. I assume it would go like that.
As he runs by, kind of grinds one of its spikes at it, and it kind of jumps out of the way. Misses, and then it's going for you, Professor P. Wow. Maybe this... Nope, you got that freaking 22, don't you? I can't hit shit with these guys.
He's normally like, I think 18, and then he's got that +2 from that blessing for the... I think it probably only lasts another 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has the +2 from haste.
Okay. So technically I'm going to roll these again because he should have advantage. He's going to have you flanked. So I'm going to roll those 2 more times for advantage. Yeah, these guys can't hit shit. But this guy's going to move right here, and he's going to have advantage on Emmelson.
Still can't hit.
2 more times. Wow. These guys can't hit shit. Oh, why not? Emmelson's getting picked on. Let me do this with advantage then, instead of me rolling it 500 times. There we go. There's some shit that hits finally. That's it for them. Alright, Silith, you're up next.
Alright. So let's move it up. Alright, I'm gonna move my character in there for a second because the stupid lighting thing I can't actually see. Sorry, stupid shadows. The Gith grunts are so none of the actual crew, our crew, are in here. The ones that were supposed to be coming with us.
Yeah, they are, but I'm not going to worry this
They're
battle
not-
up with a bunch of those guys because it's going to take like for 3 hours if I add all those guys in there. If you guys start hurting,
But
I'll bring them in.
For assumption though, none of the ones I can see are guys.
Emmelson.
Sorry,
Yeah, sorry. None of the gift guys. I see the monks and these guys. None of them are ours.
they look like the typical gift crew that you've seen before. They're all wearing like the monk hats and the face shields. So
Sorry. They didn't come in with us. Like they weren't walking in front of me.
correct,
That's
correct,
what I mean. They were already in here.
correct. You didn't see anybody else go through this door once it dropped.
So I will move to here. Hold on. I can move it one more time. Here. And I'm gonna nice little measurement here. There we go. 150, 5 foot wide. No, I'm gonna go for one more. That one. And do I have this clickable? Boof.
Fire breath.
We're
Look
gonna-
at you.
We're gonna burn these guys. Emerson will. I'll hit these three. These three. Yeah.
Emmelsen. Hell, it's
No.
30 feet, so it's pretty much.
It's 5 feet wide, so kind of taking this way.
Oh, it's not a cone. It's just 5 foot wide,
No,
30-foot
it's
line.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'm cool with that. All right, so
Yeah.
deck saves for all those guys.
Emerson might get singed.
DC 16.
Oh my God, Philip, you done did well that time.
First, I'm gonna roll for the monk. It's right in front.
That's for half damage too, right? So
He rolled a 17, so 4 damage for him, right? Or no, what's the 8 for?
8 is the damage. Yep.
I thought what's 29 then?
20. Oh wait, yeah. What is it? Why is there? Why is there an 8 down?
29 to hit.
But it says a deck
Roll an
save.
attack roll.
I didn't put this one in. You did. Attack
Okay.
con plus 8 plus proficient.
I'm gonna disregard the 29 because this is a deck save. So that's 4 damage for the first guy because he saved. Second guy, he rolled a 18, half damage for him. Minus 4. And then this monk right here, he rolled a 20.
Okay, no. No, never mind. The DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay,
So
so
no,
that's,
the 16 is. I don't know why the 16 is in there.
so what is the save then?
The 29.
It can't be a 29 save.
When you use your breath weapon, each creature in the area of the exhalation must make a saving throw, the type of which is
You broke up.
saving throw plus. Sorry, the DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. Maybe I'm reading that wrong then. Let me go back
Well,
to-
Yeah, there's no way that'd be 29 then.
it wouldn't be a D20 roll. It would just be 8 plus 4 plus your con.
my con save. Yeah, so
It's a 4, isn't it?
it's 8. It's the roll of 20 plus the 8 plus the 4 is I rolled an 18 plus 8 plus.
Yeah, you never roll for a number for a save.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm like I don't know why it does that then.
It's 8 plus 4 plus 4, which is 16.
Right, that's what I thought. So we're going with 16.
Okay, no, that's fine. I don't know why it's going to this end.
Last guy. Oh, he fails, so he takes all 8 of it. Alright, and I'll give Emmelsen his save with advantage. Yeah, he rolled a nat 20. He's good. Alright, anything else for Silith?
No, that's my move, and that's my action. So, because that doesn't count as an attack. Well, it doesn't count as an attack, right?
It doesn't get what?
Does that count?
Yeah, it counts as your attack.
So can I use that?
You can use your card anytime.
When you hit, it's automatically critical. So how do I crit this?
Use this card with the attack. It's automatically a critical hit. So
20 for fire.
it's
on
3d6.
fire?
So an additional 18 is what you get for a critical.
Sweet.
So, and all of them saves up to the last one.
So these guys would take half.
Yep. So it's additional 9 for this guy. Additional 9 for this guy.
So there's another thing I want to do because I'm a terrible person.
9 for this guy. Yep, I know what you're about to do. And
What
another
do you think I'm about to do?
Sanctuary
No.
or Spirit Guardians.
No. I'm gonna do it again.
You do what again? You can't do 2 fire breaths. I thought you were limited like one fire breath per like short rest.
Is it? Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it's been a long
As
time.
a Dragonborn, yeah.
I set that fire on, or the woods on fire that one time. I remember.
Yep.
Can I steal it? Can someone steal that card off the screen then? The silver.
It's gone.
Who stole it?
I just deleted it.
No, someone could steal it so I can take it back. It's supposed to give me an extra card.
Oh shit!
I get to take an extra attack, and if there was no one available to attack, I get an extra card.
All right, that's what that last card was.
Yes.
All
So
right.
if I succeeded on an attack, I got to take an extra attack right away. I wanted to do another fire breath,
All right. So
but I can't do another fire breath. You said fire breath.
So did I need to give you another card or not? I'm confused.
Well, I don't have anyone within range to hit with a melee attack, so I get another card.
Okay. So let me deal 1 to you. 1 card to Silith.
If I was able to do the fire breath, I wouldn't have been able to get a second card. I would have just breathed them again.
There you go. There's your new one. So I can
Oh,
delete
yeah.
this other card, right?
You can delete that other one.
Okay. So now it's your turn over?
Now my turn is over.
Alright. Twig, you're finally up.
Okay.
Twig will step into the doorway so he can see what the hell's going on. And he will shoot at Slotty.
Okay, let's see it. Ugh, those are some bad shots.
No crap.
One of them kind of clangs off of Vamax, and the other one kind of goes right towards the Slotty right at his face, and he just kind of takes his hand and swats it out of the way. Anything else for the sharpshooting Twig?
No, he's going to stand there going, damn it.
You're missing one
Remember,
eye,
you get
some
3 shots.
fingers.
3 shots, Twig.
Oh, 'cause he
that's
hasted.
Right. He is still hasted, isn't he?
For 2 more rounds.
Yeah, I'm going to put the number up here in a second so we know what round it is.
There's the 3rd shot.
And that one misses as well.
He stays where he's at.
Alright, top of the round. I need to get off my freaking thing that puts text in here. And, okay, so who's nearby? Brevin, Dr. P. Yeah, it's Brevin, Dr. P. Give me a perception check. Oh, yeah. Brevin sees everything. Brevin, as you're kind of distracted somewhat by this guy ran up the stairs at you, you look back down at the slot and you can see one of the spots where you hit him with an arrow kind of heals up a little bit. The wound closes up a little bit. I mean, he's still hurt, but he's got some kind of regenerative powers about him to heal himself. And that's where I'm going to stop the session for tonight. We've reached a little over 3 hours, and we'll pick up from there in another 2 weeks. Okay? Any other questions, guys? Okay. All right. Good session, guys. Sorry it took so long to get to an actual fight. I just didn't know where you guys were going and how you were getting there. So, again, we'll pick back up on this in 2 weeks. 2 weeks shouldn't be an issue with me from work standpoint. Do want to talk quickly, briefly, you guys. Let me stop the recording. I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about the email I sent out earlier today. So, where
After this art.